Go.
Okay, that was my introduction.
Welcome to the live stream.
All right.
Wait, we're hurt?
Yeah, you guys remember because you were escaping me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
No,
you guys-
we're on the ship though.
Yeah.
We're hopefully okay.
Okay, so I'm just gonna get right into it since it's
Do it.
okay. All right. After a long battle with Arviatrix, the Green Dragon. What the fuck was that?
A little bit of a delay.
A little bit of delay. Just turn
I was like, who is that? How can they talk? Stop that. Is that Wilhelm?
Alright, so after a long battle with Arviatrix, the Green Dragon, and general in the armies of the Shadow Swarm, you escorted the lost fire giant Queen Ghidorah and her unborn child back to the arm of her husband, King Dragmon.
Oh yeah, he has one.
I even wrote arm in here. I didn't even
Really?
It wasn't a mistype, I don't think. Unintentionally. The Crimson Flame Alliance. Hold on, let me get this up. There we go. The Crimson Flame Alliance offered their assistance in any capacity to you in the future, even setting you up with a portable shop and some arcane chalk that can create permanent teleportation circles. One of which leads back to the Greenwood Isle. You met Farashi, a slave of Arviatrix, and a member of the Mountain Song tribe, a tribe of werewolves from Highmoor, more specifically, the ruins of Dragonspear Castle. She informed you that she was a prisoner of the dragon and wishes to be escorted home. Some of you took the time before you departed to the surface to get some rest, while others decided to dismember the slayed beast for spared parts. Along with Krugen, you began to make your way up to Port Albrego, where you would depart on a ship to your next destination. The surface was infested with dark dwarves from the Underdark, who seemed to be under the employ of Arviatrix. For the most part, you managed to stealthily take out each guard one by one, save for one of you, Yannick.
Stealthily.
Like how he didn't even
Whatever. We didn't take a hit. That was a flawless
Yeah.
victory.
That was pretty
Fucking
good. That was
murdered them.
pretty fucking
Pretty
good.
quick.
Yeah.
You all managed with ease to decimate the port guards, even stopping the two atop the wyverns who tried to escape. Krugen gave you a few options as to where he knew there was safe passage that was out of the eyes of the Shadow Swarm. Candlekeep, a towering fortress library that stood on a crag overlooking the Sea of Swords. Via the Cloakwood, a mysterious dense forest located to the north of Candlekeep that has long been rumored to be haunted and full of danger. Or the Moonshades, home to Saskia, and currently under the control of the armies of Amn, a country to the south known for industrializing everything they touch. Conversations led to the Moonshade,
I didn't.
which was much closer to where you departed from, but detest from Farashi and Saskia, who said she was not ready to go home yet, led to a rather impressive persuasion speech from Klaatu to head to the Cloakwood first, where you would investigate the mainland and see just how far the reach of the Shadow Swarm extended.
I just want to open our magical shop chest.
Yeah, exactly.
With the direction decided upon, you all set off under the cover of night in hopes of finding safe passage.
So, okay. Our actual destination. I just want to
You're currently
reiterate.
headed to the Cloakwood.
The Cloakwood is the woods on the shore where we're gonna land.
Just slightly north
Okay.
of Candle.
Okay.
It's kind of like right on the. It should show which one of these. Oh shit!
This here, it's this.
So you can see where there's Daggerfell. So there's
Candlekeep's there.
Candlekeep. So it's like right there.
Okay.
Right there. It's those ones. I have a much better map, but I don't have it.
Now, so our actual goals here seem to be pretty loose. Yes.
Yeah, we don't have like a clear.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
Direction.
I mean, I know that we were trying to escort Farashi home.
Yeah.
We'd like to get her home. We'd like to get to the town of Scornabel. right?
Yeah.
So that we can activate our portable shop, and then we're going to maybe then go back to the Moonshays. If we got to a major town too, we could do things like, figure out what to do with these dragon parts. Maybe have another holy person take a look at your staff. Yeah, don't you think?
Yeah.
Edwin?
Stiff.
Yeah.
Steve.
Yeah. Need to look at that. It's troubling. Yeah, you'd like to use your staff. But aside from that, I don't. Right? I mean, we don't have any actual
Now we're
direction.
pretty free.
Exactly.
We're out of the world.
Okay.
now.
So, the rest of the night felt like a blur. As you watched Port Albrego slowly disappear out of sight, the rocking of the ship and the subtle sounds of the crashing waves against the side almost felt comfortable to you. The clear skies and warm, humid weather was a welcome change from the frigid coldness that Tal'Dorei gave you. Kroll, Saskia, Edwin, and Klaatu, for the first time in a long time, you actually feel somewhat relaxed. The smell of the air, the skies, the very familiar clouds, it all almost makes you feel somewhat safe to be somewhere that you've seen before, that you, even though it's an unknown area, you know the world. Barbarossa and Yannick, since traveling between worlds, something not a lot of people can say they have done or will ever do, you're both more curious. A lot of the past few hours were spent just resting against the sides of the ship and taking in the world around you. While the water, the clouds, and even the moon look no different aesthetically, there's definitely a different feel. You feel slightly out of place. Throughout the night, some of you meditated, slept, and traded shifts with Krugen so as to always keep the ship moving.
So are we doing long rests?
Yes,
Okay.
you'll all take a long rest.
Dope.
Troll, what's up?
Yeah.
Right, so that's why it's like meditation, like it all falls in that same category. Kroll,
Yep.
after your ingestion of a rather strange drink during the fight,
That's right.
you found yourself able to see into the ethereal plane.
Remember? I drank that.
He drank that weird
ale.
those two
Remember?
shots.
The shot.
Yeah,
the
that's
bar.
He didn't tell
Oh,
anybody.
He didn't
Right.
tell anybody.
That's why
True
I.
sight or
So, true sight. So you
True
haven't seen the
The
ethereal
bar.
plane. While at first you were perplexed by what you saw, you began to somewhat understand what you were seeing. Whether or not you spoke to your allies about it or not, that's really on you. To you, it
Yeah.
was like looking into a foggy white and gray colored mirror.
Mhm.
As you looked around, the ship looked the same yet different, almost like a drawing. A drawing. When you looked into the ocean, you were quickly taken back by all you saw were multiple ghostly forms of just humanoids floating in the ocean. Some face down, some face up, a lot of them just swimming with the currents.
Okay.
As your gaze took you up to the skies, as you were kind of taking something in, you sat and watched as a massive gray and white translucent dragon flew hundreds of feet above you, not really taking notice, just flying. You just kind of sit and watch these things, and you start to realize that what you're seeing is that middle place between life and death.
Yeah.
No one's really taking notice to you at all. You just kind of take it in, watch.
And this is happening in real time, right?
Well, as you guys are going
as we're
through
going
the night.
through the-
Right,
okay.
right.
It reminds me of that Pirates when all like the bodies
Oh,
are
yeah.
like floating by. It's because Davy Jones
Right.
wasn't taking them.
Yeah.
So,
Kinda
yeah,
like
same
that.
kind of
Yeah.
thing, but more ghostly and gross. Eventually, the effects wears off. It only lasted so many hours,
Okay.
and you were back to seeing the world you knew around you.
Okay.
Krugen has charted a course south through the open seas, with warnings that being out in the open like this for so long could lead to danger, as everything, there was no islands, no archipelagos, no nothing. You guys, it was open seas all the way to Canada. Those who were those who went to sleep, or some of those who sat and meditated, you're gently brought awake by the rising sun that starts peeking through the different wood beams on the ship as you guys all sleep in smaller cabin quarters. What would you guys like to do? It's first thing in the morning. The sun's just coming up. You guys have been at sea probably now for a good 13, 14 hours
Okay.
since leaving
Just over
Port
there.
Alvarado.
Greg and I are going to get over the side, and it wasn't me. And attempt to do some spear fishing for breakfast
Okay.
with my shoulder cannon.
Oh God.
Oh God! All right.
Give me for fishing. Okay, so give me a nature check.
Nature?
Wouldn't be animal handle.
I can do nature.
Yeah, give me nature. No, actually, no, survival. I'm sorry. Give me survival.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's going to be an 8.
Okay. After some unsuccessful attempts, most of the time, this massive kind of harpoon, any fish you see, it just decimates the smallest. Like it just obliterates the fish. So it takes you about a good hour and a half to finally get something worth
Eating.
You pull up pretty like a marlin. Like I mean, you finally get something that's pretty big. You're actually more shocked than anything as it was an accident. You're like, oh. So you pull it up.
I've got breakfast.
Pretty big fish.
Just gonna grab it by the nose and grab it by the tail and bring it over. Set it on the deck.
Okay.
If anybody can, I guess Greg will start getting down, and he's got his herbs and stuff. He'll start.
Okay, and then Farashi will make her way over, and there's a small area that it looks like whoever had this ship at one point had built like a grill, like makeshift. It's not part of the ship; it's very makeshift, but
Except
it
there's
works.
secondarily.
There's burn marks and scorch marks all around, so they've used it as a secondary to probably fish throughout the night.
So he'll just start cooking up some.
So
That's
I am going to test out my armor, and I'm going to try to turn it into a slime.
Okay. You take a few moments and you kind of do the like the slime.
Shit.
And as you start to do it, you almost feel like
You shit yourself.
Slime running down
I feel
your
the
legs.
slime.
you take a poop. You feel like your skin starts squishing a little. Like when someone squeezes your cheek, you feel like that, and your whole body starts to feel like that.
Oh, shit.
And the next thing you know, it's like you drop, like everything looks bigger to you, and you drop into a puddle of slime.
I'm gonna try moving around just so I can
Do I
get
see this?
the feeling.
Yeah. I mean, if you're all on the top deck, I mean,
Yeah.
the deck's like 30 feet in like width, and then it's about 100 feet length. There's a
That's a
small,
decent sized ship.
there's a small like set of stairs on each side of the ship that leads up to where Krugen is right now, behind the wheel, and there's like 20 feet by 30 feet up there. And then there's a second set of stairs that go down towards the front, and they lead down to like a cargo hold and the crew quarters, which for the most part, like throughout the night when you guys looked at everything, it wasn't much. There's all kinds of barrels filled with rotting fish, which means the ship had probably, you surmise that the ship had been just sitting there for
So it looks like chat is actually asking who is which character.
Oh, okay. We can go through and introduce real quick. Wait, let's do it even.
Hello, I'm Saskia. I play a druid elf.
What level?
Oh.
10.
No, level 9. Druid,
Oh, yeah,
level 1
that's right.
cleric.
Oh, that's right, and I just became a gained cleric.
Yeah, Rishi gained that cleric
we
when she
came.
We're all
transferred world.
10.
I'm sorry.
Oh, she's 11. Sorry, 10
Yeah,
druid.
yeah.
One.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yes.
It's like, oh, you're not a level behind us. You don't know. I don't know.
Yes, level 11. Yeah, so the cleric part is just really new to me since
It's still new.
was a game ago that I
like 4 or 5 games ago.
It's like
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
It was a while ago.
dimension traveling mutation.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple.
I
games ago.
rolled D that night. So
And who's your friend?
Lobo,
Yeah,
I have a wolf companion.
you can talk to the camera.
Oh.
Go
Hello.
Say hello to the people.
ahead.
The person.
Lobo.
Yeah, and my mom. My mom is watching, so.
Oh,
Is
really?
she really?
Yeah.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Kathy.
Hi,
Yeah.
Catherine.
Hi. Sorry in advance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead, Eli.
My name is Yannick. I'm a Warforged monk, and I have a friend named Greg. He's mute, and he rides on my back. And he saved me, and yeah, I got level 10 monk.
Hi, my name is Barbarossa. I am a water genasi of royal blood, or not royal, but very aristocratic blood.
There we go.
I'm a level 10 fighter.
Peach?
Oh,
Kroll the Conqueror,
Woo!
level 10 fighter, half orc,
Yeah.
and I have beholder stocks on my shoulders because I'm mutated, but it's badass. I can disintegrate fools.
I'm Klaatu. I'm a female half-elf ranger rogue.
Remember the female part.
Split class. Yeah, remember that. Seems to be an issue. And my daddy seems to be one of the main antagonists of this group, being an arch-lich or of some sort.
Daddy issues.
Yeah,
Daddy
he got
issues.
daddy issues.
Stripper,
So, yeah.
Shadow Daddy.
Shadow daddy. Shaddy.
Daddy.
That's about right.
That's right. I'm Joey. I run the game, and I do everything else.
He's a level 99 DM.
Level 99 wizard.
All right, so back to it.
Oh wait, I want to give a quick shout out to the wand that I have over there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I don't think they can
That's-
see that.
He,
Oh,
well, he made
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Thank
one of
you
the
for
guys
my
in the
wand.
chat, Cliff.
Oh, that's badass.
Yeah.
Cliff.
Yeah.
yeah.
Nice, Cliff.
Thanks, Cliff.
Thanks, Cliff.
Cliff.
Yeah.
can I have one?
Can we get sponsored? Okay, so turn into slime. And by slime, I don't mean, I remember you talked about it last time, it's not like pancake size.
Okay.
I read a little more into it. You're still fairly,
So I'm Jello.
like Jello. You're like a Jello man.
You're like a
I would
giant
say.
flubber.
I would
I'm a
say
giant
you're
flubber.
giant flubber. That's a good description.
Flubberosa.
Flubberosa. What is the right colors, too? The green.
Oh, is that
Oh, it's
your royal
green
color?
slime.
Is it?
Well, he's green.
I am green. My my skin.
His skin tones.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Slime is
I thought you were like blue or
So
something.
slime's green.
Yeah.
Okay.
you can
All right.
Really?
see
That's
Nice.
really
So-
I think
that's very noticeable.
Sweet.
Slime now.
Do I have any flour?
So do I see like?
Oh God, solidify him up.
No, God.
I'd like to make a pancake.
Okay, so yep, you slime up. You turn into Slimerosa.
All right.
So I'm gonna just kind of like kneel down and
Okay.
just kind of grab some of the slime and just kind of.
You can feel, and you can't pull it off.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
not
just gonna be like-
but like as he pulls it, you can kind of feel it's like someone pulling up on, like stretching your body a little.
I'm like, what?
I just
Is
I
this?
slap it. I slap it with like a little.
You see this other like little
Pseudopod.
this slime hand, like slap your hand away.
Just gonna walk away.
Okay,
This is weird.
this is weird.
Before I come up to the top deck, I want to check on the Minocoid.
Yeah. I
Okay,
forgot
That's
about
right.
that.
Shit, we have that.
The god, the unbirthed god in our backpack.
I think I checked on it when we were still at the cave, but I wanted
Oh,
to
yeah.
see how it's doing.
okay. So take a moment. You open your bag of holding.
Hey
God,
god,
what
what
I
are you
don't
doing?
want to pull it all the way
Travel
out
dimensions have a
though,
god.
but
Right, like you don't
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
because you have to grab in the bag hole. You physically have to grab it to be so. You reach into the bag, and when you normally reach in and check on it, you can feel, like I said, it's always been like that like sack, like that,
A waterbed.
like that waterbed kind of sack.
We're children.
This is the first time you reach in and you don't feel that.
No, sorry.
Oh shit.
Do I
Oh,
feel
chill.
the mushroom head?
You reach.
Oh no.
Shit, we killed this.
So
Oh no.
you reach in and you feel something start moving in your hand.
Oh, no.
And normally whenever you reach in there, it's globe size, and it's always been kind of have that kind of feel to it. You reach in and you feel something about, I would say about that big.
Oh no.
Grab on. very lightly to your fingers.
I have a baby.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Oh, this is bad.
Do you want to pull it up?
Does it look like slime meat?
Do you?
Yeah, I wanna
Just kidding.
look at it.
Okay. So as you pull it out, you notice that at first it looks like the top of a mushroom head. It's got.
Pulling a dick out of the sack.
Oh
It's a
boy.
very phallic.
This
looking-
makes sense. It's got like,
Looks like a dick.
Could you draw it for us, please? We need a visual.
Illustration.
So you start to pull up a mushroom.
Give us a visual, Joey.
Oh no.
And as you pull up the
That's fine,
stalk itself, about that thick.
We don't.
Ready? You need to know.
Is it a girthy?
It's a girthy stalk with a nice red like mushroom tip. It's kind of girthy.
No.
It's not purple.
So
It's
sorry,
kind of
Mom.
slightly curved to the right. It has a hunch to it.
Joey.
All right, let's.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you flip in, it's got tiny little arms, tiny little feet, these huge oval black eyes, and this tiny little slit for a mouth.
Is it adorable?
Does he spit at you?
It's quite adorable. It's the most adorable mushroom.
I will call you Richard.
This is literally the first time anybody's ever watched this play. This is how it starts.
This is how everyone is.
So you guys on deck watch Saskia pull out, and you see this tiny little minocoid.
Yeah, there you go.
Standing about 8 inches tall, standing on the palm of her hand.
Pretty good size.
It's
It's average.
about that tall. It's very average, and it just like it blinks, and it's just kind of looking around.
I would like to start, I guess, trying to talk and communicate with it.
It just kind of looks up at you, looks down at the ground, kind of looks over, kind of taking in, and at one point it kind of yawns and rubs its little eyes.
Oh.
And then it like shakes and it sneezes, and it turns into a cloud of like like spores. The whole thing
Oh no.
explodes into spores.
Here we go.
Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, fuck.
Shit.
Throw this thing overboard.
No, I did pretty well.
Stab it.
Came spores.
Yeah.
Kill it with fire.
21.
Okay.
Like a soup.
It explodes, and you kind of you take one as you inhale the spores. You inhale them all for a minute.
Oh.
Oh.
I am the minocoid now.
So you're like, you sit for a moment, like you're kind of paranoid for a minute, and you kind of look down, and you start to watch as on the left side of your arm,
Oh boy.
all these tiny little mushrooms start sprouting.
Oh, nice.
So
So you guys watch as she's doing
Saskia,
this,
you should
and
put that
hold-
back in the
You
bag.
hold her hand. It's gone right now. The whole thing exploded.
It exploded?
Like it sneezed and it exploded into a cloud of spores.
And I absorbed it.
So you see her standing in this yellow cloud
What's yellow?
with these tiny little.
You absorbed it?
Which, if you
And then
guys
you watch as
remember,
she's saying this, another one kind of pokes out the side.
Oh my
fuck.
god, I'm about to Leonidas you off the fucking boat.
if you remember, the whole thing was it for it to be
We don't.
murdered and I think consumed, right?
Just murdered.
Oh, just murdered.
Yeah, just murdered.
Well, okay, well, I
What?
Consumed it.
consumed
So
it.
as you guys are looking at her, and Saskia's kind of looking around, and even Lobo's sitting out, like kind of has the.
So
The
he's
mushrooms
seeing
look
dead
edible?
bodies. I'm
They just look
taking
like tiny
mushrooms.
little, like,
This is a great
mushrooms, like long
trip.
stalk mushrooms.
Should we use them with the fish?
Saskia, as you're looking around, you hear a voice in your
Yeah,
head.
just cut them off.
Might as well.
Uh-oh.
The voice sounds like if someone was speaking in a very large chamber, and it sounds like almost like an older woman.
Okay, what is it? Sorry.
Greetings, traveler. I have
Hello?
attached myself to you and your kin. My name is Zugtamy.
Oh shit, how do you spell that?
Zuggtmoy. Zugtmoy. That's what it is. Zugtmoy.
That's what it is, yeah.
Zug
I created this. Yeah, that's the ticket.
ZUG.
Zuggtmoy. I have been with you since the beginning. I have followed you. I have heard you all, and I have listened. I was given to you for a reason. You all have kept me safe from the beginning. You're literally all watching Saskia just...
Yeah.
As you watch like another little mushroom like the side of her cheek.
Greg's gonna go up and try to harvest a couple of mushrooms for the fish.
Okay. Pop a few off.
Oh God! You just cut a wart off of her, basically.
Just zoning off.
I'm still a slime.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm still downstairs. You guys are all.
Oh, I thought you went up deck.
No, I did it in the quarters because I didn't want.
So we don't
she
see
says to you, "I expect to be kept safe at all times. I have no destination, no home, but I am yours." So, and then kind of the rest of that, the spores kind of dissipate for a moment. And you just kind of take it in for a moment. You look around, you're now, the whole left half of your body is like sprouting little mushrooms.
Whoa.
Okay.
So, I didn't have it printed out.
Okay.
I didn't get time. I didn't think you were going to ask about it. I had it ready to go, but I didn't think it was going to be this quick. So, currently, this is what this can do.
Okay.
Once a day, the minocoid explodes into tiny glowing spores, which resemble little fireflies if it's nighttime. These spores seep into your skin and give you the following benefits. Advantage on all charisma checks.
Oh, thanks.
+2 to initiative.
Whoa.
15 temporary hit points once you're blessed. And this is every 24 hours. It'll turn back into the minocoid, and you can give it to somebody else. You can keep it for yourself. It's splittable throughout the party.
Okay.
It's called the Blessing of Zudkmoy. I haven't put it in the thing yet, so...
I'll wait for that.
Yep, so just hold on to that for now.
How long does it last?
24 hours.
24 hours, I can.
Oh.
So it's essentially till 24 hours, or what'll happen is it basically sunrise every day. This thing will turn back into a minocoid. And then
it'll come in
if
someone
she gives
else's
it to-
face.
You don't have to use it, but you can give it to somebody else, and if they choose to use it, they can have that.
How do you use it?
It just happens.
You hold
Just
it for
rub
a
it?
while.
You have to grab the stalk.
Just rub it
and, like,
a little bit?
Yeah.
Gently?
Uh,
Gingerly?
Okay.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Fine.
Okay, so apparently they weren't able to hear me introduce my character.
Oh, please
Oh.
introduce
Go
yourself.
again.
So I play Edwin. He is a level 10 tiefling warlock who aged 30 years like that.
Open!
Old man.
There you go. They
Name
probably
him.
heard all the old wind, just had no idea what the fuck else was going on.
Yeah. Wait.
Cliff suggests to name the minocoid foreskin.
I saw that.
Nice.
You guys want to name him? Foreskin.
With that information.
So you're just kind of taking them, and as you start to come back into reality, you kind of look down and notice,
Snap back to
like,
reality.
snap back. You're like, you're cut the whole left side, like very Two-Face style. You're not gross looking. It's actually quite beautiful.
Well, being a druid, I don't
Kinda
feel like
makes
it's
sense.
yeah.
Being
It
like
totally,
you and some of those nature, it makes just a lot of sense.
I'm okay with it. So
And they're not like big blobby mushrooms. Like it's just sporadic places. It's not
like
like
fruit, like
Yeah, but
little
big
like yeah, okay, that's a good example.
little leaves.
You got a little something on right there.
It's a dick for.
So I don't know. I'll just rub one.
Watch hitting the table though, because it's Mike. Remember.
This is bad.
And then another thing I wanted to do was I wanted to flip through the collected writings of the controversial druid book that I got, just to see if anything stands out in it, if anyone's written in it, or...
You open it up and it's old. Like it's very old. Like some of the pages have like torn from the binding. So as you open it, you're kind of you can see a lot of the pages on the side are damaged. It's very damp yellow, like like tea stained, I guess would be the best way to describe it. Like it has that kind of texture. And as you take, good hour just kind of flipping through it, still covered in mushrooms, reading a book. A lot of it has to do with, and you don't know how old, you can't really date it, but a lot of it has to do with the breeding of different animals and what kind of animals it can create.
Yep.
The process, a lot of it has to do, it almost seems like the ramblings of like a crazy person. Like, I know there's things talking about that whoever writes it states that I know that there's ways to cross a seagull with a bull. It just has to be done right. There's a lot of sketches of very odd-looking creatures that look like a mix between these creatures, but nothing that of really interest. It's just kind of weird.
Okay.
It's as you start getting more and more towards the back of the book, it almost becomes more and more scary. Like, you start to see pictures of what types of needles he would use if he had to fuse a human with a different creature. A lot of talk about eventually fusing, doing testing on gnomes in a gnome colony and tricking them into seeing if he can fuse them with trees and bushes.
So like a very tusk.
Very Tuscan, like a very, almost like the ramblings of a crazy person.
Okay.
And that's really, but it's enough for you, like, what's up, Edwin?
Oh, you guys come out for a second. Now you're back.
We're back. Okay, sorry.
So I will go ahead and put that away and then go up to the deck and inform the party.
Oh, fuck, what's wrong with you?
Of my mushrooms.
You guys just see her still just.
What keeps happening to people?
Jesus.
Everyone
I'll be
needs
fine.
Zig.
You want to talk. But, really,
I'm sorry, who's this?
I'm going to just Zig.
Well, you don't see him. All you see is the mushrooms.
This is the Minakoi.
what is?
This.
You?
Uh-huh.
Are?
Yep.
It's,
Did you eat it?
No, it just yeah.
Tell us what happened. No, describe
Okay.
to us what happened.
So this cute little the sack is no longer a sack. It's a cute little mushroom thing with really cute eyes. And then it sneezed and went into spores, and then it entered my body.
Simply adorable.
And Krugen, who's
Greek says that happens to him a lot. Yeah.
Krugen, who's captaining the ship, the hobgoblin, just kind of leans over and he goes, "I saw it," and then just leans back and kind of keeps guiding.
It's, how do you pronounce the name again?
Zugtmoy.
Zugtmoy. I'm gonna call it Zug.
Zuggy.
Zug.
Puggy puggy.
And I'm just gonna explain
Ziggy
what
mushroom
Zug,
bust.
the voice told me in my head. It could have been a side effect from just consuming some bad mushrooms, but
It's official. We are a fucked up group of people.
yeah.
Oh, I feel fine, mate.
Yeah, you're pretty fucked up too.
That.
Yeah.
Keeps trying.
Just saying.
As a side
It's the
note,
first time you've heard any sort of hint of joking from the very always stern Krugen.
Where is he?
Krugen the Hobgoblin, and then there's
Krugen the Hobgoblin, the fighter that had been helping
That's
you
it,
guys. And there's Farashi.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And she's over there trying to start fire.
and then there's just the rest. She's trying to start
And then there's you guys.
Okay, and there's no other crew.
No other crew.
We are
Awesome.
the crew.
You guys have been the crew for lack of not trying, but you've done decent. I'm not going to go through all at the moment, all the checks and all that stuff.
We just
Right,
need
I
to
was just
figure
gonna
out.
say that because there's nobody up there currently, Yannick's going to go up to the crow's nest.
Oh god.
Oh, jeez.
Jeez.
Okay.
This isn't good.
Give me.
Does anyone see this happening?
Give me. Yeah, you guys all see. You're all on deck.
You don't
looking
see
at
a
her.
7.5.
Well, I'm
or
just-
8.5
I'm just-
foot tall.
Yeah.
Moving
Making sure, just asking.
on the deck.
You guys watch as
Mechanical man
Yannick.
climbing.
Hey,
the
Yannick.
Maybe.
You guys watch as Yannick puts.
I
his
sure
hands
like
on
another
the-
fish.
And what's her face? Farashi's over there
I mean,
trying to
we got
start
a
a fire.
fucking swordfish, man. It's
Marlin.
marlin, so
You got a marlin?
Yeah.
yeah.
Where?
He said that he.
Yeah, he got a harpoon.
Oh.
No, he's just trying to.
I'm not much into swordfish. Would you mind getting me something else?
Everything else I got kind of exploded when I hit with him.
You don't want to try again? I'd sure appreciate it.
You want to do a persuasion check?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nope.
No, I'm good. There's probably some
Let me-
fishing
hang on,
tackle
let me-
down
let me-
in the.
How much do you weigh?
rigging. How much do I weigh here? Hang on. 450 pounds.
Okay. As you grab onto the side posts, getting ready to crawl up.
4.
You weigh what? Oh, that was your total 4?
That was with my bonus.
Weirdly, no. It's
Oh,
a really
no.
easy person to convince, but
Right, but
it would be just against my charisma is what I was guessing.
well, no, I'm more concerned about your climbing because your weight is going to play a factor. But you're also a monk. You also have.
I am a
you're
monk.
also very light on your feet.
I
And
am.
the weirdest. So we'll say,
Shit.
give me an
Class cannot
athletics
do
check.
that.
And athletics,
Give me an athletics check.
Oh, jeez.
26.
Oh shit. Okay.
Oh, wow.
So
I'm on
you
my
take a
feet.
moment, and you're smart. You're not dumb by any means.
You know I can fly.
You kind of calculate it to where you
Oh,
go,
no, boots.
I'm gonna snap these if I put all my weight on these things. Or I'm gonna snap these. Okay, that's terrible.
Wow.
Wow.
What was that?
Snap
Holy
these.
shit.
That's how I
No.
do it.
you?
That's how you
It's more-
sound.
Yeah.
You'll have a weird filter in your ears.
I'm gonna break these if I give up them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm good.
So you do what you normally do when you do like step of the wind, where you basically those almost like those arcane jets
Yeah.
kind of help you as you kind of crawl.
Arcane bloom.
Right.
You crawl up, definitely make your way up to the crow's nest. You're a little wide to fit, and some of the wood cracks on the right side. As you look up, just Krugen looks up and he goes, "I don't care, it's not my ship."
All right, I'm gonna go out there and be a lookout. I just want to see if there's anything on that horizon. If I see anything that's possibly
one-
dangerous,
as-
having come from military background, I want to make sure that this ship stays safe.
Okay, give me
As you risk the entire ship to.
Actually, give me an
Turns
investigation. It'd be investigation since you're actively looking.
For one split second, I just
Investigation?
in my
Yeah.
head think, man, it would be hilarious to just chop
You
this
sure?
thing down while he's up there.
Yeah.
And then I just kind of.
He's gotta sit and stare
Yeah.
at it.
Yeah, I'm just like,
Investigation is going to be a 6.
Just a lot of fucking water.
Perception
Water.
would be a 12.
A lot of water. What's your passive? Your passive is
My passive perception is 16. Yeah.
Better.
better. A lot of water.
Okay. Fair enough.
Currently, from where you're at, like you know what direction you're heading. You kind of looking back, and even 13 hours out, nothing.
All right. I'll stay up there for a couple
And
hours.
Krugen had even mentioned to you, he's like, as far as we've charted courses, there's nothing. We're open seas.
Can I go ask Krugen how long he expects until we hit land?
And you go up to Krugen, he's just kind of eating some dry jerky as he's very lazily guiding this thing. Clearly there's not much to it. He just every once in a while you'll see the wheel start to turn, he kind of taps it back into place. And he kind of looks at you, he's like, well, 13 hours since yesterday. Roughly about another day and a half
Oh fuck.
trip. Just the shores themselves aren't really meant for docking. It's not a port by any means where we're staying.
you?
I was gonna. Yeah, I think I know what you're thinking.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see with. I'm gonna move to the back of the ship,
Yeah. Okay.
and
Cool.
I'm going to see. Let's see if this helps.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna use my water.
Control.
Yeah. To see if I can, water that ship essentially.
Not watering, but push. Because you can move, 100 gallons?
I believe so. Yes.
I think is that.
So
Essentially,
just
if you keep the waves moving
to
forward
less-
and against
yeah.
the boat.
essentially create less friction. So
Just
that-
like a little more push. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah,
So
yeah, help
you
propulsion.
you take a moment back there and you start to kind of get yourself set for it. And it does start pushing the ship. Not incredibly fast, but it's a pretty big pickup on there. It's like catching a really big gust of wind.
Yeah.
And sails were fully
Honestly,
open. So
you don't have
and it's like that jolt of
gust
the
of
water.
wind,
It was
yeah.
like, That could help.
All right.
So how long are you gonna sit back there for?
Let's do.
I'd say it's not. It's something that eventually will tire. Because does it have a duration on there?
No, it's cantrip.
It's cantrip. Yeah. So I'd say probably like every hour or so you'd have to rest for a bit.
Okay.
Just kind of because it's a constant magic flow.
Okay.
This is a sailboat, right?
Yeah, it's a sailboat, and it's not huge by any means.
I'm just gonna stay there
You
until
know?
a little afternoon up in the crow's nest and all that.
I want to.
Time got Farashi.
I want to talk to Farashi.
Okay, let's say Farashi and Maze has made a fire at this point. Within that hour, you guys were he's up in the crow's
On the
nest
boat, huh?
and starting to cook the fish.
Oh,
And it's a
okay.
small,
Okay.
again, it's a small
Yeah.
like makeshift. Like,
Yeah.
there's a steel
Stove.
plate that they've been using to stop the wood from burning. That they've been. Whoever owned this ship before that looks like that's where they've been cooking most of whatever they've been cooking on the ship.
All of it.
Yeah.
All the beer.
Just
Sure.
all the beer.
Whatever it is.
I'll take this one
Um,
and that one.
Go ahead. You say you want to talk to Farashi,
Yeah.
right?
I'll take it.
So you come over to her, and she's sitting towards the front of the ship. And there's two harpoons. There's two harpoons sitting at the front of the ship. And then she's just kind of sitting over there eating some of the fish. Not really doing much, sitting and reading just a book that she'd found on the ship. Nothing important.
How are you feeling?
The sea makes me sick.
Mm.
I found myself throwing up numerous times. But I seem to be getting better. Your robot friend, or I guess it would be a robot.
Your mental friend.
Your construct friend. He amuses me. Is he always like this?
Dangerous? Yes.
She just kind of lets out a giggle, eating.
More
I like-
dangerous than the rest of us? Sometimes. But
Sometimes you
but
need
he
a
seems to be
little
good
thing
company.
Nothing more dangerous than
in your life.
He seems to have a good spirit and
used to have someone who was even more dangerous.
and he seems to be working with us. So
It's very good. It's good to have friends in this world.
remind me again, Farashi, where you'd like us to escort you.
To the mainland is all I need. I know my way home from there. If we are stopping in the Cloakwood, I may have to travel through with you, as I have never been. If I head north past the Cloakwood, the Shadow Swarm has their grasp there, and I will be seeing them. So if you allow, I would like to go through the Cloakwood with you.
To Dragonspear Castle.
It'll eventually take us to Dragonspear Castle.
How far is Scornabel from that?
From Dragonspear, Scornabel is roughly snack that smiles back.
Like
Hold on, I've got it right here.
For some
I tried to
reason,
find
I
like
feel
50,000
actual maps in
paces.
order.
Your faucet sounds like a frying egg.
I feel like it's the
Where you at, Scornabel? Roughly 3 days to 4 days travel.
on foot.
On foot, I'm looking at least 7 to 10 days.
So
Horse
horseback.
might be the best way.
Would you
Um,
be at all able to help us out with that?
Oh, yep.
The problem is I am to the north. Scornabel is to the east from the Cloakwood. Whether or not you wish to escort me, that is on you. I only ask that you take me to the coast. Whatever you do next is on you, and it's very understandable, and I want to show nothing more but my appreciation for at least taking me this far.
Well, if you were in a position to lend us some travel aids, do you think it would be about the same length of time, or?
I could see that as long as everything at my home was not devastated by our Beatrice.
And even if you want to send someone with us so they can bring the horses back, that's fine. We just, we'd like to make our travels quick.
For what you've done for me, that can easily be arranged as long as my home still stands.
Okay.
However, if there is still a home and there are still some of my tribe there, they're very secretive and not very welcoming.
Okay.
So be prepared.
Will they view us as hostile?
They will not view you as hostile, but they will still view you as strangers and intruders. As long as you're with me and let me talk to everybody, you should be okay and safe.
Okay.
As the way the world is now, things change. Alliances happen. It's how we've survived this long. But I am willing to follow you wherever you need to go. If you want to follow me back to Dragonspear, you follow me back to Dragonspear.
That's a potential idea. Our only real destination in mind is Scornabel. So whatever is most convenient to get us there quick. But of course, see you home. That would be agreeable to us, I'm sure. I don't mean to speak for everybody, but I'll talk about it with the group.
Just kind of nod
Okay.
down. He goes back and just kind of continues reading the little book that you found on the ship.
I'll pass that along to people and see what everybody. Huh?
Want to come up the rating to me?
I'm sure I will eventually. I know that Yannick is mostly along for the ride, so you'll probably put up the least resistance, whatever choice we decide on.
I gotta talk to Greg.
Yeah, but still, you would probably be the last person I'd talk to.
You think you'll have to talk to Greg?
Yeah, we'll have a conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I learned sign language. So yeah, I'll pass it along to the group and see what everybody thinks.
Much way like thieves can't.
We don't owe anything to Farashi, but it wouldn't hurt to gain alliances.
Yeah. Well, especially in how we've come back to our home state. With that, I actually want to ask Barbarossa, like, how are you doing? You're not an adventurer. You haven't left home before.
Snowflake.
He doesn't answer because he's fine.
Damn the society. I don't know.
You're talking to
So
Sean.
you
Toxic.
Yeah. Oh my god. So you look over and you can just see, like, at the bow of the ship, this kind of.
I've already turned back at this point.
Yeah. I hope so.
Yeah, it only lasts an hour, right?
1 minute.
Oh, it only lasts
Yeah, a
I
minute.
thought it was an hour.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay, so it was fairly
Because
quick.
at this point,
That
I'm
would've
still
been great.
helping.
So-
Creepy.
Oh, that's right. You're at the back of the ship.
Yeah.
Pulling. That's right.
That's okay.
Okay.
Oh, as I'm doing this, you just see I'm just like, well,
Swimming in the air.
I can swim in the air. I'm just like, well, as long as my brother's okay, as long as I'm away from my father, it's pretty much all I really care about.
Is that how you do it?
I don't understand.
We just see arms waving.
Yeah.
You think he's waving water, but he's got 2 glow sticks in his hand.
He's raving.
Thanks for moving the water. I haven't been.
Are you prepared to get yourself potentially killed for this?
Well,
Come on.
I mean, anything at this point is better than being with my dad.
Okay. Now you just have to deal with her dad.
Yeah, what's up with that?
So my conversation with Barbaros is completed.
I'm gonna charm him to walk off the edge of the boat with my beholder stuff. No, just kidding. Just walk. Alright, cool. We're done.
Okay, so as the day crawls on, leading towards the sunset, anything else anybody would like to do during this time? As the ship just carries.
I want to see if that fish is done cooking yet.
Oh, the fish has already been done. It only took like 2 or 3 hours. Like Farashi was already eating, so.
Yeah.
Try and craft
I'm gonna
some
eat some of
arrows
that.
from my carpenter's kit.
Go ahead and do it up.
Remind
Very
me.
special areas.
Oh.
Yeah, I know it's been a minute.
I
I just thought of that.
thought I had it on
So-
here.
What did you say you caught this with?
Let me see if I have it way back in my notes. It's like way up.
I don't. I wrote it down.
I'll think about it. You can continue with other people, and I'll make rolls as I
Good
come
job.
across it.
Thanks, man.
If I do.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, that's all. Go ahead. I don't have anything else to do.
Fist versus construct.
Anything you want to do in these next few hours, Saskia?
Oh, you
You
sent
know,
it to
talk to
me.
the spores. Talk to the mushrooms.
Do you want to try to talk to Zuck to me? Zugtmoy?
Yeah, I guess, yeah, and just try to learn as much as I can.
You have a good 15-20 minute conversation with her or him. It's just it's a female voice. A lot of it being the same of what Joselle had told you. Zugtmoy explains to you
that gleaming armor.
That's right.
since it's known light, it's known resurrection, it's known death over time. It's seen empires fall, it's helped empires fall, it's helped good men become great men, good women become goddesses. It's stayed hidden for years.
But I mean, to be murdered that many times, or to be sought out to be killed upon finding it. I just want to touch base on that.
No, she tells you, I feel it every time. Oh, not Farashi, sorry. I feel it every time. Every time someone cuts me, breaks me, burns me, scalps me, I feel it. I had to give in to men who had become tyrants.
Difficult.
Yeah.
And carrying around.
And watch this for hundreds of years.
So I thought about this.
I've had to give in to people from fishing villages whose only wish is to make money for their village. I've seen all of you. I've witnessed what everyone with you can do.
Shit, that's right. Because Zugtmoy was actually with us from when we first landed in this world century.
Right.
We're not there anymore. We're in Tal'Dor.
You guys.
Yeah.
In the last world.
Or you guys have even met Edwin.
Yeah.
Zugtmoy was with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Forgot
Well,
about that.
as a little sack.
Yeah, I don't know what this is.
Yeah, it's been pretty hidden and protected this whole time. So I just want to ask, what's the best approach for us to protect it, to keep it on us, consumed with us at all
Look
times?
at yourself, child. This is the blessing of Zugtmoy. This will keep me safe.
Okay.
What is it that you wish from me?
To keep you safe?
If I were to grant you the power of a god that many men have greeted for, what would your world be? What would you turn all of this to?
It's a really, that's a really deep question, but...
Think on it, my child.
Okay.
As you sit and kind of ask a few more questions, there's no response, no reply. But you've got this feeling. It's almost like someone's watching over you. You know, you get that, when you know someone's watching you, but not in a creepy way.
Oh, it's like I know that feeling.
Hey,
Ew.
I'm a mushroom. Sorry, Emerson. It's that feeling, though. It's that feeling of knowing someone's watching back. It's very calming and relaxing, and
cool.
you're not too scared of it.
In answer to your question, what we're going to be doing for the evening,
Yes.
I'm going to practice the lute.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
no.
lute.
The loot. He found that loot in the treasure chest. Give me a performance check.
Performance?
Give me a performance check.
Sure.
So as the quiet waves splash the side of this ship, and most of you guys relaxing, eating food, you hear.
That's a 13.
That's not bad, actually.
Yeah.
You hear ding, 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 ding. And these big hands just kind of sitting against it. Ding, ding.
Ding, 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 ding,
Green.
Real quick, you did a DC 12/15. I'm not sure what the two
Where the fuck do you see that at?
up towards the top.
On a
Plus
right?
proficiency, it's the top section. The arrow crafting.
I don't remember.
Well, I mean, I did it. I don't know what the two numbers are
I don't
for.
remember.
So-
DC
Okay.
12 is just crafting in general.
Okay.
Like,
Okay. Well, I got it.
Play
So-
the lute to help Greek. Good.
And yeah, Greg's like it's just starting to near sundown, but it's not quite. Where Greg's kind of now just kind of leaned against you, and you notice Greg's actually helped out a lot on the ship, seeing as how he helped get
The other ship going.
the other ship, the flying ship, going with Captain Desmond. Greg actually seems
comfortable.
like he just seems comfortable. Like this just seems like his setting. Barbarossa, you've still just been most of the night helping.
Yes, I'm doing that, but at the same time, I'm actually going to be watching Farashi.
Okay.
I'm actually going to use my Know Your Enemy
Okay.
thing. So basically, I'm observing her, so I basically know all of her. Well, it's basically another creature. It says interacting with another creature outside of combat. So.
Oh, outside of
So
combat.
you're just kind of because you've seen her turn into a werewolf.
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen her
So
turn into a
you
werewolf.
know kind of.
Just in
okay.
case.
Okay.
So basically, I now know what her strength score, dexterity scores, and all that stuff is.
Okay. And I'll give that all to you. Yeah. Give me a minute. I'll just send you a picture of it.
Yeah.
Um,
It takes a minute to observe.
Edwin?
It's perfect.
Anything you want to do?
Yeah, I want to game with the great old one.
Okay.
Let's see who the hell this
Yourself?
tiefling was.
Damn. Sorry.
I just got that. By yourself?
Elder abuse, buddy.
Sorry. So you take a moment and, like you normally do when you meditate, you talk to the great old one, you clutch the necklace. Take some deep breaths. Nothing. No response. No reply. No feeling that you've had before falling. Just silence.
When did you? Just in, like 20 seconds.
I'm just gonna yell. Well, shit, really loud.
You guys see Edwin. Sorry, not Freudian slip. Sorry.
You can say it.
You see Oldwin sitting on the chairs, just kind of, oh shit, just like angry old man yell.
When it gets later and people have gone to bed, I'm going to talk to
Still,
I'm just for future reference.
Kroll, you were talking to who? Edwin. Okay, Kroll. Anything you want to do in the meantime?
Yeah, I'm just gonna like walk over to the front of the ship and just kind of look out and take everything in and just kind of enjoy. Just relax. Yep.
I'll come over to you with a glass of that fine wine that I have.
Nice. Oh, shit.
And give you some. No.
I'd like to see that, grasp that, and your fingers there.
His tiny little. Oh no, you got those. You've got those empty horns.
Oh, that's right. Important that.
Okay, you guys sit at the front of the ship and you guys share a bottle of wine while the sun sets. Not in a romantic way.
No.
It's just very like you both like your.
You guys are both gross right now. So
two mutants sharing a lovely sunset.
No, I don't.
As the moon is gleaming off my my armor,
Your gleaming
my
armor.
gleaming armor that never gets dirty.
Looking off your eyeballs.
Where are you?
No, after.
Paint a portrait of him.
You just hear the distinct thunk of something inside of his armor.
No.
For the first time.
Now,
in
what
a
you
while.
hear as you get closer is the gross sound of two giant eyeballs blinking.
Yeah.
Ew. Yeah. No. After the Tellan stuff.
That's okay.
You turn around and tell him there, and he stabs you again. That's fucked up. You're just gonna make arrows.
I'm gonna spend 3 hours making arrows, so I've added 12.
So
I'm gonna close my eyes, by the way.
I'm
so
just gonna
that when
hang.
that stop, like when I'm just laying there, like see everything.
you can still see, and at the minute you do that, it's like looking through a trippy fucking, like a cool painting where you're just kind of like.
I'll also periodically swap with Yannick when he comes down, if you want.
All right, so.
I thought that was a good idea when he lumbered up there, surprisingly
120 feet in the
dexterously.
darkness, switch.
I'm impressed.
Dexterous little shit.
Yeah, I guess so. I was quite afraid. I was afraid we were gonna be rowing.
Hey, real quick. So when I get trained sight, I actually will see an additional 60 feet in darkness, right? Because I already have dark vision.
Correct.
Okay.
So what's your dark vision? Is it
60 feet.
So
I
you
get
would add
120
additional
feet.
30. No. You know, it's right. We talked about it. It was
60.
120.
Yeah. So
That's right, we did say
Damn.
that.
Yeah.
You'll get 120 feet.
We can go up
But
there if you want.
yeah. Okay.
Peace.
So as night crawls closer, and the moon begins to take place of the blistering sun, and the wind becomes much cooler as it hits your skin, which is quite welcoming. It's still hot, still humid, but that kind of cool breeze on the humid skin just feels good. Even though the wind is still hot, except for you, it feels much better. Krugen stands back at the wheel for the most of the night. He keeps resorting to his map, kind of plotting which way. He keeps opening his compass, turning the ship a little more a certain direction. It kind of sways back and forth. A few times throughout the next few hours, you look over as Farashi's just throwing up off the side of the ship. She's not handling sea travel too well at all.
Oh, wait, I might be able to give her, I have a vial of mineral water. I don't know if that'll help, but...
No.
It's like bitters, I guess. I mean, you can give her some mineral water. Yeah. Okay, you walk over to Farashi, and she's like, and she just chugs it down. She's like, and then she does that throw up where it's just water, where it's like cold, like, like she's not doing well at all.
Oh, damn.
That's really it.
Okay.
She just throws up the vial, just throws it up.
And then I tell her that alcohol helps.
Okay, she's like,
How would you like a nice dirty pork sandwich served in an ashtray?
Served in an ash.
Oh, God.
The jelly and mayonnaise filled egg roll.
Not make you never before.
Suddenly.
Do I need to do any rolls up at the crow's nest?
Check, yep. Give me a perception check, because you're not actively looking, where like Yannick was actively.
Okay, well then my...
No, you
Passive.
should have a 17, so you're going to pick it up anyways.
13, 15,
You're past
17, yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So as you're standing up and you're kind of looking out and it becomes much darker, you can kind of still see way on the horizon. That
I have
kind
120 dark vision.
It's fine.
Got
You can still see in the horizon, like where the sun is kind of peeked down behind the horizon, so there's still like that yellow hue across the skyline. You take a moment, you look, and you look over, and to the east, about 200 yards away, roughly 600 feet, you see the sky, about maybe 100 feet up in the air, light up momentarily with this yellow and orange glow, almost like a firework. It kind of goes.
Just one?
You see just one.
Do I see this too?
And
it's like 600 feet away?
About 600 feet away.
Are we going we're not, is Barbarossa moving us faster, or are we going the normal pace?
He's still back. I mean, do you want to still be back there? That's your call.
I want to tell him, I want to tell him to stop.
I saw this too,
yell
right?
down.
Because I trained sight. I had my eyes closed.
Oh, you did. Yeah, you caught on
shit.
it right away. So, Kroll, you actually see this.
Okay.
You see this explosion. And below this somewhat flare, even though it's still 600 feet out, you can't make out details. You see the shadowed silhouette of a small floating boat.
So I look over the edge, and do I see Kroll? Do I see like that he sees? You know what I mean?
You can see Kroll like starting to stand up. With his eyes closed, but you can see
because I don't know he can sense that.
You can see
I wouldn't ask him.
The two beholder eye stalks like turn to the east, almost at attention. You see Kroll slowly start to stand up.
I'll just yell, lights on the horizon. Slow down, Barbarossa.
I'll stop.
Stop. Yeah.
He kind of starts to take the ship down.
Wait, sorry. Yeah, continue.
So
what do you yell to me?
To me, it just did it look like a flare, a signaling?
It just looked like a flare. It's like almost. It just looked like a firework to you.
Like a signal or something to light up the. I probably can't tell the difference.
Because it's 600 feet.
Yeah, it's a long way.
600 feet away.
Okay. I'll fly down real quick and tell the closest person to me what I saw.
I'm gonna tell him too.
Okay. Oh, you saw that?
Yeah, we're both.
Yeah.
You guys are the Spider-Man.
I just did. Yeah.
So,
you can. Really? You can. Fuck yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Another one. Right on, man.
Yeah,
So anyway,
I saw
that didn't look good.
The only other two people
Well,
awake at the moment.
He saw that.
Yeah.
Awake?
Yeah.
No, it's just at sunset. This is
So I was thinking that was after the moon and everything. I guess.
No,
So
you started to come
really
up. So
saw-
you can
saw
like,
whatever
I would say
of,
like
a ship.
8:30 maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Was that what you said? Did
I
you say
saw
it was
a
a
small boat? It looked like.
Yeah,
You're not
of
sure.
a
You just
boat.
can see something floating a silhouette of something floating out about 600 feet
Okay.
away.
Can you see it all the time? I don't know how your
Yeah, I'm
abilities
just
work.
gonna
Can you see it all the time?
I'm gonna close my eyes again and look out there in the
And
direction.
you look out, and at the moment you can't really see anything.
Okay.
Still being, and then you see another one.
And he sees that, or she sees that too.
At this point, you two, Saskia, definitely Yannick, Edwin, you see it as well. Barbarossa, give me a perception check real quick.
Perception?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Got a ship. Got a ship.
I got
Guys,
a
Ship
that
on the
distress-
horizon.
A distress flare or a celebration
natural 20.
firework?
What'd you get?
17.
17. So you
Firework
see it too.
and
Krugen looks over. Krugen got a natural 22, and he just looks over the second time as well. Farashi's just passed out at the front of the ship, like covered in vomit.
Oh my god. Someone needs to. Okay.
Cast prestidigitation to clean her up.
Oh, that's nice of you.
So as she's kind of sleep passed out, just like the Cinderella,
So
but
she
the
can
throw
start
up.
the
Like,
process again.
Yeah.
so,
She needs to go down
Can
below deck.
vomit go back in her
She
mouth?
can't.
so you guys are watching this. It's like. Starts gagging on her own vomit. So you guys see another flare.
Okay, so that was what? 3, 4?
3 at the
Three.
And does it now look like
fuck.
it's a distress flare or like a celebration
Yeah.
firework?
I wanna. Yeah. I wanna go back up and make sure Krull is still taking a look and communicating to everyone on the deck.
Yeah.
Question, Krugen.
And he's kind of leans back and he's still looking. He's like, yeah,
Is it celebration or is it a rescue?
that's possible danger.
Why is it?
Well, open seas. Could it be distress? Absolutely.
Hmm.
Could it be pirates?
So we should be ready.
Absolutely.
Pirates. Well, let's. We
Could
should
it
probably.
be-
We should probably go check that out
Could it be
then.
the shadow swarms?
Get
your little hat.
Oh damn!
I was gonna go for it.
Do it.
Barbarossa got
If
it
it's
first.
if it seems dangerous, I mean, we should probably. Just to be on the safe side, go check it out. Oh, that's great. Huh?
I know. I got myself there. I'm doing it for the audience.
And he actually
the audience?
he looks.
Can't see it.
Put it on the audience.
So he's writing, and he looks back at Greg.
Yeah.
He's like, "What do you think?"
Greg will sign to him that probably not.
It's your guys' call. I'm just the one that's taking you to land.
I'm up above. I'm still keeping an eye out.
I'll pull out my rapier. Any fight is a good fight.
Oh god, this child.
I'm with him.
Okay, but one thing we don't know is whatever, if it is a distress, what did that, and is it around now?
I mean, the cultural distress.
There. Oh, good.
What's that? No, go ahead.
I'm gonna ask Krugen, is there a secondary, smaller boat that,
Like a rowboat.
like a rowboat or something, attached to this one that we can take out into the water?
I don't know. This isn't my ship.
That's true.
We commandeered. I didn't have time to look.
Greg doesn't think we should give anywhere near it. He thinks we should give it a wide berth. But, I mean, if everyone else is keen.
Edwin?
So I say,
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
I say I'll check it out.
Edwin?
Barbarossa. Edwin.
He's wearing a funny hat. I'm not.
Funny hat.
I can cast fly on Yannick, and he
Okay.
can fly high above the ship. And if it's an issue, he can turn into a giant cannonball and just sink the damn thing, right?
Oh,
Oh.
damn!
Yeah, I was about to say you can fly, but that's.
No, that's bad.
Is that what you want to do?
Oh god, look at how excited he is. Please,
There's not a
let
weight-
Yannick destroy something that's not close to us.
There's not a weight limit on that, is there?
No.
Okay.
But it's a 10-minute spell, so.
Yeah, but
follow
also then
Okay.
you are stuck wherever you
I'll
are.
follow him because I can breathe
That's true.
underwater, so I'll stay underwater the whole time. and I'll
Oh,
go
he can
towards-
actually jump into the
Oh,
water.
you're jumping into
I'm
the
jumping
water.
into the water and going towards.
Yeah, and I can cast fly on 2 people, so myself and him, or him and somebody else.
Don't look at me. You can cast it. It doesn't matter. It's up to you who you want to cast
I
it
think
on.
we need to keep
I'm asking the group.
here as
Yes.
well.
Oh,
I will
I'm
just
underwater,
go
so it's okay.
with, so you could save one of your, right? and then.
Because you can already fly in.
Right.
Oh, what am I not?
Yeah.
No, I know that's what I'm saying because I can already fly.
Okay, so I'll cast fly on.
And I have dark vision, so that'll help.
Okay.
What's
What's
your vision like?
My vision?
Is it,
Fuck all.
it's bad.
Yeah, it's not
Okay.
very good.
And Edwin, yours is awesome. Yes.
Yeah, 300 feet in pure darkness.
Okay.
Watch is another
Yeah.
wild
Okay.
player shoots at.
Yeah. The three of us. Yeah. You've got the broom, but stick around.
Yeah, I want
And
then
keep her down below deck.
I want us to patrol around the ship as well, so we're prepared so nobody's coming as they leave to check out the distress.
Huh?
So excited.
Yeah. What?
Sorry,
Being able to
I had
drop like a cannonball.
So as they go, I want
Right through the
to
bottom.
You're
let
gonna
everyone
keyless
know
right
to
through that
stay
thing?
with
Right.
us that
It's
keep
gonna
patrolling
kill
the
me.
ship around the
Well-
area in case
Not you.
this is a trap and somebody's going to try to board
Okay.
our ship.
Okay, so
Little chip.
Yannick and Edwin
And Klaatu.
and Klaatu, three you take up.
And I'll follow.
Barbarossa, are you guys just going straight up or are you moving towards?
I'm gonna go up and then towards it.
Okay.
I've only got 10 minutes to fly here. I mean,
Okay.
I don't think they're going to be looking up. They're going to be looking on the surface of the water, so we should go up, even if it's
That's
close to
why-
the flare.
Barbarossa
Underwater.
goes under. Go ahead, Edwin.
I'll be their eyes, and I'll describe everything since I can see like it's day.
I will.
and you can communicate telepathically.
And you
yes.
Barbarossa-
telepathically.
Can I keep an eye on where Barbarossa is going on the surface?
I'm underwater.
He's underwater.
Then I cannot
He's
keep track of you.
Yeah, I'm seeing you guys because I can still see you guys from underwater. So that's very good.
They should have cannons.
2 harpoons.
You have
Right?
2 harpoons. There's
Two harpoons.
in
That's
the
right.
back.
Okay.
And then Saskia
3 harpoons.
Lobo,
Mobile.
technically 3
Mobile harpoon.
Saskia Lobo, Krugen, Kroll,
Mm-hmm.
Greg,
Okay.
and
Oh,
Farashi are staying on the ship.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go man one of the
Good. We're not
harpoons.
splitting the party.
Okay.
I'm gonna
You
walk
ran
over.
one before. You
Yeah. Gonna man the harpoon
Okay.
and get
Okay.
ready.
I would have
Watch
manned the
another-
harpoon, but you
Well,
know.
How close are we at this point?
So who's
You just
moving
assume
forward
it.
at this point? So I know. So all of you guys are ahead.
Up and forward, but yeah.
So you guys
up
are kind of
and
going
forward.
in that trajectory, yeah.
Well, yeah.
60, 80 feet
Yeah,
above the
something
water.
like that. 80,
Yeah.
80 feet is
Okay.
probably good. 100 feet maybe.
High enough. They shouldn't be looking up.
I
Well,
mean,
should be
the
looking on the
flare is
surface.
going
I mean,
up.
there's
The flare's going up probably to, if we know what a flare does, to light the surface
Give or take.
of what's on the ocean. So I doubt they're going to be
on top of
looking.
the
Yeah.
water.
We hope.
Okay.
Just
we
so we're
hope.
above the ship a ways.
Yes.
Okay.
And then, yeah.
Okay. So it takes you a few moments to get out there. Barbarossa, even though you're not like Aquaman, I mean, you swim pretty fast.
I got.
Oh wait,
short
what's
range.
your movement in?
dude, you
I
look
got
just like
40 feet
Aquaman.
underwater.
So you're actually pretty fast. in
Is
the
it
water.
dark?
Yeah, it's dark.
Cool.
It's right now. It's
That's good. They probably need the flares to see.
Yeah.
It's the moon, and the moon is on your side because it's not behind.
I'm
you.
gonna hide behind the
The moon.
clouds.
The moon.
Behind the clouds.
I'm gonna moon silence
Is it a
behind the
full moon? Is it a half moon?
You're gonna moon silence.
What's the
Moon
luminosity?
si-
What's the luminosity of it?
It's like a half moon.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say it's like a half.
Yeah,
Just
that's-
one butt cheek.
I gotta remember who's doing what. Okay, so Edwin, Yannick, and
You're
Not
fine.
two.
Klaatu, as you guys get closer, it's a bit easier for you to see from top to see the situation that's happening. Yannick, you do start to see closer, probably roughly maybe about 80 feet ahead.
Yannick?
Sorry, Barbarossa.
Probably not.
So you can see the bottom of like a small boat,
Okay.
just kind of floating in the water, and it's kind of moving.
Now, do I see?
What?
Okay, I was gonna say, do I see anything in particular, like any markings?
Give me a perception check.
Oh, shit.
I would say disadvantage because you can't see in the dark either.
Six.
6. Oh. You can kind of make out, like I said, what looks like that would be the bottom of the boat, but you're underwater
Can I touch
in
the
the
butt?
dark. No, can I touch the butt?
Gonna touch the butt.
The other 3 of you, Edwin, Klaatu, and Yannick, you notice as you get closer there is a small boat with about 13 people huddled together on it.
Damn.
A lot of them are wrapped in like blankets, things like that. You can hear somebody yelling out, "Help! There's one guy standing on like the back of this small boat, just yelling towards your guys' ship.
Oh, toward us.
Towards the not you guys, but the ship.
Were the flares coming from their ship?
The flares are coming from their ship.
Oh, okay.
Help
I'm
us!
going to start flying in cannonball. No, I'm kidding.
Good fucking lord!
You silenced the whole table when you did
like,
that.
oh no.
See, what I did earlier wouldn't have been as bad.
Can we make out descriptions or racial?
You guys are what, about high 150 feet up? Or you said
No, not that high.
Like
Like
80,
60, 80, 100.
You can see the outlines of a lot of humanoids. No detail, especially being in dark and only being lit. You can see how far in dark.
120 dark vision, as if it were. If it's dark light, is of it dim light, as if it were light, daylight. Yeah.
Dark light.
Darkness, as if it were
which
dim
shades
light,
you like
which
that?
is grays, shades of gray.
So yeah, I'd say because it being so
I'd
dark,
have
your
to look it
only light is the moon. I'd say you don't make out a lot.
Okay.
You can see it's a lot of humanoids on there, humanoid shapes.
What about
people.
that one? He can probably make details out.
Edwin can make out more detail. Edwin, you do see a small ship of a lot of people, a few different races. You can see some humans, some halflings, a large dragonborn, who's the one on the back of this small boat yelling out. It's yelling, help! You can see a few smaller people, possibly kids, with like full-on blankets, some of them shivering. From this distance, you can see a lot of them look very, very skinny. Even at this distance, you can see like the outline of like cheekbones in their face. A few of them with their shirts off, you can see just full-on like the rib cage across. As someone's yelling, just help! And you hear one lady just goes, nothing's working. They're like, no, they can hear us. Help!
How long did it take us to get out there?
It only took you guys like 2 minutes. It was fairly fast.
No,
go ahead, Edwin.
So I want to do that to Yannick and Klaatu.
Okay.
Maybe like, I'm going to go down there.
Yep.
And if anything goes wrong, you will definitely know.
Hey, Yannick.
Necessary, I can push the ship.
Yeah. Will you stay up high and wait for a signal if we need you?
Oh yeah, man.
I was actually going to sneak up the side of the ship.
Okay. As you move closer, are you coming up the ship?
Up to the ship, yeah.
Okay. How can I do this?
Is there like an anchor or something?
No, it looks so. As you get closer, it looks like it's a small ship.
Okay.
It looks like almost like an evacuation ship. Someone like off the side of a boat to escape something. What are those like safety ships? I guess they'd be called.
So it's small.
It's small. Like 13 people on a ship is like crowded.
Oh.
It's that. So
Like
they're all
wrapped.
sitting and they're all sitting.
I was thinking it was like a big ship.
No.
Yeah, I thought it was a
It's
ship.
A small like boat.
Boat.
Wrapped.
Like a life raft.
raft?
Yeah, like a life
Oh,
raft
ship.
would be
Okay.
better.
There are such things as lifeboats.
Yeah, it's like a lifeboat. There you go. It's like a
Like the ones
lifeboat.
from
All right.
Titanic.
Edwin and I'll go down.
Only the women.
So how far up are you coming up out of the water?
I'm not coming up out of the water, just enough so I can actually
You're gonna
see.
be creepy.
Yeah.
Just
Make sure you go slime form first. That'll be great.
See Team 6 it?
So,
Hearing
is there,
Yeah.
and start floating by.
is
Oh,
there,
in a horror movie.
do I see like an open area where I can climb aboard the ship?
Oh no! Like if you kind of move your way, give me a move silent check. Give me
It's under water.
Give me advantage.
And move silent check?
Yeah.
Move
God.
Never. Maybe
This
by
is a
campaign
three.
2. Maybe.
Campaign 2
Yeah.
eventually.
Well,
will
maybe.
not. Give me a stealth check.
Yeah.
See if it's 3.5.
Oh. Is it
Listen
with
check.
advantage?
Give me a listen.
Yeah,
with
with
advantage because this is kind of your favorite terrain, essentially.
So it'd be 20 and not natural.
So you move around the ship very silently. Anytime you kind of feel like you're going to give off a splash of wave as you get closer, you move down a little more.
Okay.
The more you get close and you look, there's no. I mean, it's packed. You do, as you come around towards the back, you look over as one of the people who's wrapped in the blankets is shivering, kind of just like looks over, and you can see the front of like a pointed snout. It's
Now,
Just a snout. That's all you can see sticking out of this kind of hood. Not hood, but it's like a blanket wrapped around.
could I do like a perception check, see if it's anything else of cobalt or something?
Yeah, you can give me a perception check.
Yeah.
Give me a give me a perception check. We'll just set it. No, it's wrong.
16.
You're rolling
Okay.
good tonight.
As this thing looks further out, is it in fact a kobold?
Okay, sweet.
And it's the same thing as you kind of watching, even through like the ripple of the waves. As you're this close, you can kind of see they've got a torch lit on the actual ship, so they're in the middle of them, so you can kind of see, make out a little bit of features.
Okay. I'll keep underwater just for any reasons.
Okay. So Edwin, you are going to bring yourself into view.
We're both going down to the boat.
Okay, you guys just kind of drop out there. As you notice, you hear go above us. And you look up, and one guy holds a sword.
Whoa, wait. Didn't you signal? We saw your signal.
And we heard you yelling help.
We're signaling the boat.
That was us.
You're from the boat.
Yes. We came to investigate, make sure you're not enemies. What's going on?
Now that I see them, I pop out of the water.
Oh, we have a very strange friend with us.
He's a merman.
So as you're doing this, where the kobold's looking, you just kind of slowly kind of.
And actually, I'll stand on the water.
Okay.
Can I make as you're talking? I wanna make a scan of the group just to see if there's anything.
So as you look around and you see the one guy very kind of holding a sword. You see two male humans. One of them, which looks more like stockier and has one of those like captain mustaches that go from like the sides to the this thing.
Yeah, what's his name? Kenneth Branagh?
Yeah, like very Kenneth Branagh from what's that movie called?
Murder on the Orient?
Yeah, Murder, yep. You see this older-looking gentleman, maybe in his mid-60s, shaggy beard, very wrinkled forehead, and just completely bald. You see another human female. You see the one that was on the front of the ship yelling. You see a dragonborn. You can't really make out if it's male or female by the features of just the face alone. You see a dwarven male, and I'll just read them through unless it's
You said three humans, right?
So far, 3 humans. You see a half-elf male. You see a wood elf male that quickly catches your eye, or wood elf female, I'm sorry. That quickly catches your eye because being half-elf.
And a lesbian.
Rob. You don't know that!
Do it.
No.
Are you really lesbian?
None of you know that, do you?
No one knows anything.
Nobody
I don't know.
That's right.
So there's also a halfling male and a halfling female who look exactly alike. You see another human male.
Didn't work.
This one is got that half balding, wiry hair.
Wait, who is this?
This is just one of the human males.
Another male.
That half bald, wiry. He's got that long, the soul patch, a really long soul patch.
That's a beard, Joey.
I was gonna say he's filch, but
He's got just a really long soul, think Filch from Harry Potter, just kind of gross and creepy looking. There is 2 gnomes, a male and a female, and then there's the hooded one that you can kind of see the snout as well as you come closer, which is a kobold female.
they like to cling, right?
Well,
that's racist.
Whoa. That is
so racist.
You just met a group of kobolds.
And you didn't, and you weren't even there.
That is
So-
You're the one that found the crazy kobolds.
No, I know you're not here.
Oh, I know.
You don't know.
They're all the same.
So
So as you approach closer and you kind of take all this in, you see the one man, the one that had the face strap, I'll call it. You're from the ship.
yes.
Please, you must help us.
Tell us what's going on.
I'll come down at this point.
And they kind of look up as
As a 450-pound, 8'6" construct descends.
they all. It's like a scene from Independence Day.
Yeah.
Where they all look up oh.
It's like a robot Jesus coming down.
Just Yannick, just don't
Oh
land.
shit.
I'm gonna land on the front of the boat.
Oh no.
Oh no. No.
No, I'm gonna
Okay.
try. I don't know how much longer I got on this fly spell.
Yeah, it's like an hour, right?
No,
It's
it's
10
10
minutes.
minutes, and I want to say I'm self-aware of that and recast
Right.
it when needed.
I'm gonna hold on to the back of the boat, but I'm gonna be floating behind it.
So kind of like hold
A weird
thing, like,
floating
still
construct.
staying,
Like they're like, what is this?
What are those?
My name is Jonathan.
They're like,
That's
Oh my
the
That's the guy with the face. I'm just gonna call it face strap. That's the guy with the face strap.
Face strap.
just
Yeah,
hanging
that's
out here.
And he's like,
What you doing out here in the middle of the ocean?
we're
Just like floating there.
survivors of the Shadow Swarm. We just came north from Luskin. We made sail to the sea to escape the Black Swarm, which is why I assume the Shadow Swarm, which is why I assume all of you are out here as well.
I'm very slowly pushing the ship towards our ship.
Okay. And he's like, they kind of,
it's fun.
No, I mean, like,
I
I
know,
don't
not
want to make
fast,
a big deal
like,
about it.
I
I just
get
want to, so they don't notice I'm just slowly pushing it
and he's
that
like, I'm
way.
glad you got our flares. We thank you. We've been out here for weeks. Some of us haven't eaten in days. While adrift, we came across an abandoned ship. Our captain figured the ship was empty. We could commandeer it to have more room for more refugees. As he's saying this, you see the older, filch-looking man, I'll call him, stand up. He's like, "It was a mistake! I said it was a mistake from the beginning!" And that same guy's like, "Shut up! Most of the crew were killed by something aboard the ship we tried to commandeer. We never saw what did it. We eventually escaped, hoping what is ever there left us alone." And you can now see the woman that had been standing next to him, the human woman. She's got really short hair that she has like tucked behind her ears. Rosy cheeks, very pale complexion. She's very, very emaciated. She's like, "It didn't. It's carried over into our ship. For days, whatever this thing was continued to slaughter us. We escaped on this vessel almost 2 weeks ago." And then you see like that older Filch man speak up again. He's like, "We escaped with 14. Take a look around. Don't let us on your ship. The creature is still among us."
I stopped moving the boat.
Just as an instant, you start moving the boat.
Who's saying
I'm gonna start
that?
moving the
The
boat.
older man.
I'm gonna start moving the boat backwards at this point.
Kind
Yeah.
of
Can I do-
Moving it south.
Can I do
Or
a
underwater.
Yeah, I wanna-
like,
I want to do a.
Jonathan. Okay.
Okay.
You want to go ahead? No, you're fine.
would that be a perception check?
Well, I want to. Yeah, I want to do an insight check on
Yeah, it'd be
that
insight
motherfucker.
Oh.
On the dude that just spoke up.
Yeah, I'll do one too.
I'm gonna start slowly sinking the boat.
Not 20.
Nice.
You got a natural
Nice.
20?
You can keep it.
You are on fire tonight.
Oh, he gets a little whisper. I got a natural 6.
What is
a natural 6.
What is it?
Is this insight? 13. That's not great, but
So,
loot crate, guys.
Nerdwood Designs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nerdwood Designs.
Is
The
the
GM
we interrupted.
screens or dice boxes.
Yeah.
They've got great promotions going on. No, they don't.
no?
But
No, I don't
they
have
got-
any great
They've got
promotions at
great
all.
products, so there you go.
Buy one, get
Like
one
this.
at regular price.
Like this.
What's
Yeah,
the
that's right.
website? I wouldn't get one at regular.
The website is not existing.
I'm trying to
At
help you,
Nerdwood
man. It's-
Designs.
Yeah. That's it.
On Pornhub.com.
That's it. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. That might be different, but go ahead and try it.
I don't want to see that wood.
Yeah, you do.
Okay, so as
Pornhub?
this gentleman's done yelling.
Damn, it's been like
Oh, man,
2
it's been
hours.
Like 2 hours.
That
We
was-
had
I
better
predicted
going.
5 minutes.
I bet
It's
I
been
gave
2
you,
hours.
I gave you 20 minutes.
That's right. We
No,
lost.
it's been an hour and 41 minutes.
Hour and
Yeah.
4. Look at fucking timer on this guy.
I had the feed time.
It is. I'm trying to like leave you
So
window
as
couple.
that older man started to yell at the man with the chin strap face,
Chin strap
it's
face.
gonna change your time. It's like, "Stop this, Abraham! You've gone mad from the sun." And he looks over. He's like, "Please help us. We have nowhere to go. We can help man your ship. Some of us have experience. Please, I beg you." And then the woman kind of puts her hand on his shoulder, and you can tell he's kind of shaking. He's almost brought to tears.
Seems like there's some conflicting opinions.
Abraham believes clearly that whatever did this is still here. We did not leave with 14 on our ship. There's only been the 13 of us since we left.
Why does he think that?
He's gone crazy. That's all I can think of. He's an old man from an old town that we found wandering the seas on a small boat.
So he wasn't with you from the start?
Most of us are from different parts.
How did you all arrive together again? You were...
Me and my wife, Mina. We decided to escape the shadow swarm on our father's ship.
Mina?
Yeah.
What is this, Dracula?
His name's Jonathan.
Well, Harper?
We decided that the best way to avoid the shadow swarm was take to the seas. We took our father's ship. The idea we had was to stop at port by port and take whoever we could with us out to the seas. Clearly you know the influence they have on this land. Being anywhere near them is terrible. We assumed that being out in the open, away from their view, would help us. We've stopped from everywhere from Baldur's Gate to Waterdeep to Patisan and taken whoever we could. We are quite a ragtag group of people, but we've worked together to survive.
That's our first time.
Yeah.
So,
Clearly. Go ahead, Edwin.
I'll say, so does anybody have an idea what this thing is?
You could almost say it's a thing.
They're not who they are.
Yeah, not who they are.
The old man who you now know as Abraham, for who's standing there, kind of stands up. And he's like, I didn't see it. But when we were in there, I watched one of our crew members slash at something, some sort of shadow, and there was green blood that splattered everywhere. It was very unnatural.
As he says this,
Okay.
I'll pull out my rapier slowly.
Okay.
My dancing rapier.
You're still standing on the water, like kind
Yeah,
of
in the
walking
water.
next to the ship. Okay.
And I'll let go of my rapier so it kind of floats.
Okay.
So, but low, so
They
nobody can see
animate
it.
it. Okay. Oh, you're keeping it below the ship?
Just below.
Just below, like out of sight? Okay.
At that, when he says that, I want to fly over to Abraham
Okay.
and just fly kind of close to him and just say, sounds like you're the unpopular one of this group.
Not unpopular.
Why are your ideas not crazy then?
They think I'm crazy because I'm old. They think I'm crazy because I've been in the sun for 2 weeks.
Just gotta look at that one.
There was 14 here. And you watch as the gnome female stands up. And she's like, it's okay. She puts her hand up. She's like, it's okay. And he sits down. She's like, he is quite insane.
I'm listening to her, but I'm still looking at
Right.
him.
And he's just kind of looking around, looking down at the ground. You can tell he seems shaken.
Why do 12 people not believe you? And I'll say that a little quieter.
He's like, there was 14. There was 14.
You're not making a good case for yourself right
There
now.
was 14.
I'm gonna start giving rations that I have on me to the kids.
As you start to kind of kneel down, you realize they're not kids. There's a female kobold who seems quite older. The gnomes are just small.
You just have then I'm.
And the halflings are probably in their early, what would be early 20s for halflings. But none of them are kids.
Oh, nice.
Did I
come in.
insight check Abraham?
You did.
Okay.
You rolled 4.
Okay. No, I wasn't sure if I did him or Jonathan. I was trying to remember.
And you guys still have the ship stopped moving.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm starting moving it back. Actually.
I would say at this point, Edwin, about 10 minutes has passed.
I start
It's
following.
getting close to 10 minutes.
Hold about that.
So I'll recast flying both of us.
Okay.
Okay.
I feel like how
I could have frozen some water for you.
How big is Jonathan?
I don't know. He's probably like I'd say 6'1". If he had more meat on his bones, he'd be a fairly athletic gentleman. But you can tell he's quite.
I want to go over to Jonathan.
Okay.
What do
And
you?
at this point, he's just kind of sitting on the side of the ship, just kind of looking over at what's happening.
If you were in our position, hearing what this entire group has just told us, what would you do?
Give me a. Would be persuasion, intimidation.
What would you
I'm not trying to intimidate him.
I would say persuasion.
Okay, I'm definitely not trying to intimidate him.
Persuade him, but you're trying to get better.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me persuasion.
And I haven't even looked at my scores to see which would be better. But I'm really not trying to like scare him or anything. Fuck, man. What the fuck? What is it? Persuasion?
Yeah.
It's 10.
Okay.
10.
I would let survivors on your ship. I know you don't know us. I know we are strangers. The situation is bizarre. But look at us. We're begging. Literally our lives are in your hand.
We would never want to turn refugees away. But you've got someone who is putting quite a scare in not only your group, but ours.
Okay.
At this point, I'm actually going to back away a little bit so I can observe everyone.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my know your enemy on everyone.
How many people can you use that on?
I can't, it's 1 minute. Spend 1 minute observing it or interacting any creature.
Let me see.
There's no
Any
limit.
creature?
Any creature. So,
I don't
12
want the
people, 12
hardcore
minutes.
man. I don't want Rage Against the
13
Machine.
people, 12 minutes.
Let me just look this up real quick so I get the right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. If you spend at least
crazy.
1 minute observing
Right?
or interacting
Non-combative interactive, right?
Outside of
Relative
combat out
values,
So it's
like
like 12 minutes to find everybody. Right?
Yeah.
So 12 minutes.
Maybe
I spend
12 minutes.
Yeah, so I spend the 12 minutes observing each and every one.
We'll definitely be talking for 12 minutes. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah, we're not letting them on the ship until we figure some shit out.
Well, I was gonna suggest that like we confer, our characters confer.
Sure.
We run a line from our ship, the back of our ship, share their boat, and just drag them.
I was kind of thinking the exact same thing and make sure they get fed, but quarantine a little bit.
Yep.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
Yannick, you have a question?
I've got a question.
I'll fly over to Yannick and.
I'm sitting on the back of the boat.
I thought you were flying again.
Yeah, I'm flying on,
Yeah.
on the back of the boat. I can't get on the boat. I'm 450 pounds. I'll
Yeah.
sink the fucking thing.
Yeah.
Saying. Didn't they see that the creature bled green? So if we just cut everyone once and see who bleeds green, then we'll be fine. Yeah.
Yeah, but if this creature starts lashing out
Well.
this group of people.
I'm not particularly brainy, but
Well, wait.
You guys
How
confirm
loudly
by
did you say
yourself.
yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
we're conferring to the
Fine,
side.
okay.
Yannick.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Well, thanks, man.
I like Smith.
Did I hear that at all?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
three
yeah,
were
yeah,
together.
yeah.
The three
Edward,
of you all fly.
what do you?
Barbarossa, you don't hear this.
Let's
but
get
you're
a-
kind of just.
Yes.
Are you just slowly kind of
Go ahead.
making
Yeah, I'm just
with
I'm
your
just-
your blade kind of okay?
yeah, I'm just observing on
I
everyone.
would suggest yes, let's do that, but let's do it closer to the ship. So time doesn't run out because I can't.
Let's go.
reach this
Let's tether them. I tell you what. We'll attach a rope to
How
Yannick.
far is it away
Yannick's
from the
probably
ship right now?
the one that's going to be able to tug
It's
them
about
quickest
300 feet
at your
this point from
speed.
the ship.
Essentially, they're going to go at your speed.
Would I be able to make an ice
Well,
block
you're
big
flying
enough for
speed.
Yannick?
Yeah, but flying speed is the same for all of us.
Is it? Oh yeah, that's true. I was just thinking mass,
Possibly.
or maybe
Yeah,
you, or
no.
you.
But
Whatever.
I'll be the strongest, so I can
That's
still
true.
push it the best.
Let's tether a rope. We'll hold a rope. Let's tie it to the boat, and let's let Jonathan know. Listen, we're gonna pull you to our boat, but
Nobody gets off.
you're not gonna be allowed on the boat until we figure out a few details. We're gonna get you some food. We're gonna make sure you're taken care of, but please, I'm relying on you. I'm assuming you're the leader of this group.
I wouldn't call myself the leader, but
It sounds like
He's
you've been
kind of
appointed
talking
the
side
leader.
youth.
Yes.
But
I would say so. Yes, without saying so.
you guys are in for a treat because Yannick is a great fisherman.
He is.
Oh, thanks, man.
We've got food for you. We need to make sure that you keep
I thought this
the rest of the.
is like big.
And Jonathan looks back at Mina, the female, and is like, Mina? She's like, it's this or death, Jonathan.
Oh,
Yeah,
this
we want to help,
sounds
but
like a better option to come with us then.
you understand that we need to be cautious.
Obviously, we're not going to let you on our dick, but
Deck.
you can see
The
on your
ship.
dick.
The ship. Deck.
Oh, okay. Saskia, Kroll, you guys.
Waiting to do that all game.
You guys watch as it gets closer and closer. You've been watching the distance to see, and you've been making your. Give me a. Oh, Kroll's gone. Give me a perception check. I'll roll for Kroll.
Roll for Kroll?
Kroll roll.
I already Kroll for him.
Nick Kroll roll.
What's his passive? So it's better. So it's 11 anyways. Oh wait, there's 11. Go ahead. What'd you get? Perception?
Yep. 19 plus 8.
19, but not
27.
Perception. Very nice.
Got a perception of -2.
On your whole way around the ship, you and Kroll kind of take rotation. You're the first one to notice their ship coming in.
All right.
Small ship being.
I will alert Kroll and everyone
Kroll,
else.
You see this other small ship being pushed now towards you.
Okay.
Weapons ready. Watch them.
Ooh, Kayla almost had a heart attack.
No, I didn't know what happened. There's just a
Where is it? Oh, I didn't realize it was right
Bunch
there.
of
Not-
rough-
I got it.
You probably should.
I didn't realize it was right there.
You're the first. So who's pulling? Are you pushing the ship right now?
Yeah.
I don't remember. So fly pushing.
Actually, no, sorry. We attached a rope to it, and then I was holding the rope. Sorry, so no, I'm
So
in
you're
front.
kind of cycle?
I'm in front. Yeah.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and fly
Yes,
to the.
cycle.
No, to this.
Go,
You're gonna fly to who?
What'd you say? Edwin?
I'm waiting for Barbarossa to shut the hell up.
So at this point,
Go ahead. Hold on. Go ahead, Edwin.
We all recycle.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and fly to our ship and let everybody know what's going on.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys watch as Edwin comes aboard and quickly relays to you two and Farashi.
Do you guys tell us you're gonna cut them?
Edwin, are you telling them about cutting them or no?
Yes, I'm gonna tell them the whole plan.
Okay, so you kind of relay the whole plan as the ship comes close. So you go to the bow, the stern,
Stern.
Whatever.
the butt.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the
Back
bow of their
the
ship and attach it to the stern of
Stern
our
of our-
deck.
You know, your dick.
Our
And
dick.
how far? So which rope are you
Don't
using?
forget about
100 foot.
Yeah,
Josh-
I guess,
Yeah.
yeah. I think
Hell yeah.
Claudio has a 100-foot.
So how far are you?
Oh, they're going to be at 100 foot. They're going to be as far away from us as possible.
Oh,
I
Who's
don't
tying
know.
the knot? Who's tying the knot off?
I don't know. Who's good at tying knots? I ain't.
I don't know.
I don't think I have a skill for that.
No,
Sleight of hand.
Fuck
Sleight of hand.
oh,
I'll do it.
I have a
Well, no, you got to think who's down by the bottom of the ship.
I got
I'm
this.
definitely at the bottom of the
Don't
ship.
even worry about it.
So you both gonna? So you can help.
I can help.
so
help me?
it'll
I'll help you.
be advantage or
So
is
it'd be bad. You're gonna have advantage.
What's happening?
Sleight of hand. He's
I have
high
a-
out.
Sleight of hand?
I have a plus
That's not
5.
bad.
Okay.
Yeah, but they're down towards the bottom in the water. That's why.
You're not even there, right?
No. Oh, she is the. No, they're on the ship. Edwin's come to you.
Edwin came and
At
told
this
us
point, you're
everything
18.
that's happening.
You tie the. So between you and Barbarossa kind of. Move that to. Okay.
Can you
Nope.
put
No.
your finger right there?
There you go. Stick your finger. Oh, okay. And then you kind of just do that extra kind of like with your strength, just kind of. It's like you can hear the rope just.
snaps it.
You tie it off. And Jonathan yells. He's like, "Thank you."
Oh, yeah, man. No worries.
And then you.
By the way, I'm Munich. I point up at the ship and go, "This Krieg."
I'm gonna fire the harpoon into the just kidding. Into the ship.
While they're being tugged back,
Greg.
I am going to just
from like point blank.
fly just above them. I'm gonna just, oversee, make sure they're safe. I'm also going to be sizing them up as they converse amongst others and see if
How
I
long
notice
your
any.
boots are with? For how long? Can
2 hours.
Yeah, it's, if I remember, it's a while.
And then it recharges if I sleep when it's nighttime.
So
and it's
as
in the
Yannick's
water,
tying
so-
this off, and Jonathan's like, "Thank you all so much. I couldn't." You see a quick shift of movement on the boat as you watch the Dragonborn reach over and grab the female halfling from the collar and just hold her over the side of the
And as
ship.
soon as she does that, because my sword's
Hold
already
her over the side of the ship. And
Who's
she's
doing
like,
that?
we can end the Dragonborn.
Okay.
Just doing this to one of the halflings. I mean, you guys are looking over. I'm assuming at this
Yeah.
point. Just picks up and looks over. And she's like, "We can end this all right now. Clearly, we know she is the murderer.
As soon as
I'm just watching.
You watch the halfling just kind of dangle there and reach down for, like, into her, like her coat. Like she has this coat she's wearing. And the dragonborn holds up, she goes, grab the dagger and crush every bone in your body.
How much time do I have left on fly?
I would say about a minute and a half at this point.
Nope, I'm good on the ship.
It's winding down.
And then you said you were doing something else.
So you're going to cannonball onto the ship?
Huh?
What are you doing?
No, I'm just gonna, actually, you know what? I'll stand on their ship.
Aren't you tugging them?
No, I tied him off.
No, he already tied him off the boat.
Oh, we're already at the boat. Okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah. So I'm saying he's got about a minute and a half before flight wears off.
I'm gonna land on their boat.
Oh, okay.
And
So,
As you stand on the boat,
down the string.
it starts to sink.
I'm just gonna stand there
And people are like,
I'm gonna look for who doesn't look panicked.
He also has,
yeah, I have my sword out. Remember, it's still floating.
because he has know your
Give me a
enemies.
perception check.
No.
Perception?
Enemy.
Up to 4 hours.
No, yeah, give me a perception. That makes sense.
Can I, since I'm keeping an eye on them?
19.
You can if you want, if you're just kind of watching this happen.
Yeah, well,
What
I'm
are you
observing
watching?
everybody.
What are you watching for?
Well, anything that looks out of the ordinary. I'm just trying to see if there's any odd tells to character, to their nothing specific.
At this point in
you
time,
wouldn't be
I
able
have
to
observed
discern
everyone
Okay.
already.
once, but he's essentially just standing on the boat.
Okay.
His whole thing is he's trying to see if anybody's panicking. Go
At
ahead.
this point in time, I've already seen. Remember, I used my
Know your enemy.
know your enemy, so I should know. Do I see anybody's?
It's different. It's not multiple people. That's what I was going to look up.
No, that's what I'm saying. It takes 1 minute per person.
Per
So,
person.
12
You
minutes.
essentially just know. It doesn't tell you anything like weaknesses or anything like that.
No,
It's
but it
essentially-
tells me like there's combat abilities.
It gives
in
you
terms of-
2.
2?
Yeah.
No.
Tells you right here. Hold on. It's going to tell you 2 game statistics for strength, dexterity, constitution, armor class, hit points, character level, and
No, it doesn't.
Yes.
You can learn information of those compared to your own. Strength score, dexterity score, constitution score, armor class, current HP, total class levels, if any, and fighter class.
At the main inside check.
If any. If they have a fighter class. Like, that's what I'm reading right now.
I got a 19 in perception.
Hold on. There are features of biology.
Oh, okay, wait. There's extra things here.
Yeah.
The AM tells you the creature is your equal, superior, or inferior in regards to two of the following. It's just a characteristics I show. So I can choose which one.
So essentially, naming off 13 is a bit hard.
Okay, so
you
I'll-
have to tell me who you're looking at for me to give you a
So I
rough
basically, so for everyone, just to round off on everyone,
Okay.
I was looking if they have a fighter class,
idea. Okay.
and if they have what their armor class is. So armor class and fighter class, if they have it.
Okay, so
Is there anyone that stands out like above the rest?
you take in that you can tell the gnome female and the gnome male.
Uh-huh.
Their stance, the minute that starts sinking when they get up, is very similar to a stance that you practice.
Interesting.
You can tell quickly the way they stand and the way they move. Not as elegant as you, but matches
So-
that kind of that battle stance like they've seen battle before.
Okay.
You notice that the one that's being hung over without even, it doesn't even take long to realize whoever the halfling that's being, I'm sorry, the wood elf that's being held over. It's not the halfling, it was a
Okay.
wood elf. It's being held over. It's quite shaky. As when she kind of reaches in, you know that it's you've seen Klaatu and Arware, your old compatriot, at one point.
Well, I don't think I ever met Arware.
You never met our
Oh, you never met her. So you've seen Klaatu move in these kind of... these,
Even with my father and my whole line
Right,
of work.
like
I know.
you've seen, especially the back alleys
Yeah.
of Drina, like you've seen...
What's Jonathan doing?
Jonathan's just kind of looking over at Yennik as the water's slowly starting to fill up.
So-
he's just looking, and you got a 19, right?
19. So who doesn't look panicked?
Everybody
worried.
looks panicked.
No, everyone looks worried.
Everyone looks worried. The Dragonborn's, besides the Dragonborn, who's just dead set with her eyes on the wood elf that she's holding over.
Dragonborn isn't.
The Dragonborn doesn't look worried.
Cool.
Is just holding everything over dead with the wood elf. And the 2 gnomes, while they look concerned as they look around, they look a bit more calm than everybody else.
Cool. I'm gonna go punch the Dragonborn.
You're just gonna punch Dragonborn?
Yep, I still have a minute and a half, right?
Yeah, about a minute at this point.
Minute, yeah.
And as you do
I'm gonna
this,
punch
give
him
me an
as
attack.
many times as possible.
Her?
Her.
Okay, make an attack.
26.
Female Dragonborn, you
Yeah.
said?
So you hit.
And 24.
Okay. 2 hits, gonna make your damage.
What type of blood comes out?
You're watching this?
Well, wait,
point?
what the
All
same
of
time?
us are,
I
yeah.
think it's I was gonna do something.
Okay, that's fine. So while he's doing his damage, what did you want to do?
I was gonna attack
Positive blood.
the health that he was holding.
You were gonna what?
Attack the elf that he was holding.
What?
Like, how are you gonna
The
attack?
gnome?
Just because no, it was an elf.
No,
It was
No.
a half elf.
No,
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 the
no,
half
no.
elf. I read the wrong.
Oh,
one.
You read the
I
wrong
wrote-
thing.
oh.
Wood elf.
Oh, it's the wood elf.
Yeah,
Oh,
sorry.
shit.
Okay.
Okay, I wrote down the wrong
Dragonborn
place.
always makes a wisdom save.
Okay.
Because I already had my sword out. Because as soon as he started reaching for the dagger, I was gonna attack him with my
11?
flying sword.
You have the
11.
rapier out, right?
Rapier.
Okay.
Hail.
Okay.
So in addition to taking 7 plus 15 points of damage, she is
Dead?
paralyzed. is paralyzed.
What type of blood?
Yep. What type of blood do I see?
Go ahead and make your attack. Simultaneously.
Okay.
She's actually
16?
gonna see if she can hold on to. No, she does not.
16?
16 hits. What if someone copyrighted
7.
these waves? They're like, I recorded those waves.
That's mine.
No, wait, that's
yeah,
mine.
yeah.
What's up?
So 9.
Okay, so the whole action is Yannick, you punch. It falls back. She lets go of the wood elf. As the wood elf starts to fall towards the ground, your rapier comes up, slices across the wood elf's cheek. You're looking for blood?
Yeah,
What type of blood?
because
How far can you see?
I'm yelling, actually. What type of blood is what I'm yelling?
Oh, she's yelling
So
to
what
you.
type of
So I'll
blood
keep
do
an
we
eye
see?
out since I heard everything and I probably have a decent advantage at
Yeah,
everything.
you guys
I'm
are
watching
right- you
actually
guys are
those
right
two.
there.
Yeah.
Okay, seriously.
Red blood spews from both of them.
Oh.
As the dragonborn falls back, and as she falls into the two humans that kind of hold her up, she's just kind of like
Oh shit.
stunned and jumps. The wood elf
The second
splashes into the water.
I
And
see
you
red
kind of
blood,
examine your blade, and you can see it's covered in red blood.
I'll pull
second
out
I
the
see
water.
red. Oh, okay. Are you close to her?
Yeah, I was already in the water.
Cool.
Oh, okay.
She's like,
That's
I
fine.
can swim. She kind of pushes you away. She's like, I can swim. As there's this gash across her
After I
nose.
do that, I'm gonna fly back up to the boat because I'm at the end of my time here.
Yeah,
I'm
so
gonna
you,
pick up
you
my-
barely make it. You get to the.
Can you just do like the Superman fly into her face and then up to the ship?
Yeah, basically.
You see it as you pull the blade closer, you can see it's just streaked in red blood.
I'll wash the blade afterwards.
Okay, and you kind of shrug it off, and the wood elf hangs off the side of the boat, and just kind of. We sure we want to get on the boat with them? Why'd you attack us?
Well,
And Jonathan
I-
does stand up, and he's looking at you. He's like, "Why?
And I look.
We were supposed to trust you."
yeah, but she was threatening her, and she wasn't seeming too worried, so I punched her.
Those are both kind of a threat to us. So everybody's alive,
Everybody's
right?
back on the boat, so you're fine.
I'm gonna try. I'm
And
gonna
he
try
looks at me, and I say,
intimidation.
"Everybody sit down."
Yeah.
Can I try intimidation?
You think we want
that point,
this
I'm just
group
gonna
of people on our ship?
How far away are they?
How
From
far?
where I am.
Well, that's what I was gonna ask you. How far did you
I
tie
thought
them?
it was 100 feet.
I-
Well, the rope was
I
100.
taught it. I did it at as far a length as
So
possible.
I'd say after tying, like maybe 95 feet.
Yeah.
So they're about 95 feet back.
Okay.
So I'll just yell to Jonathan. I say, clearly, your group doesn't seem to be ready to come on board.
He kind of throws his blanket back around and sits down. And everybody kind of sits down. You see the wood elf and the dragonborn just kind of sit across from each other, just staring at each other.
I'm going to take whatever fish is left.
Just drop it on the ship.
Yeah, and just chuck it to their ship.
While this is
Give me
happening,
You want a strength?
Yeah, give me a strength check. I just want to see like how far and what the accuracy is.
You slap one of them with a fish.
It's gonna be an 8.
So you pick up the fish and just kind of, and it's the halfling and the dwarf are sitting there conversing, and the fish just slaps the back of their head and knocks the halfling to the frozen.
So they're refusing to get on.
I'm just gonna shout.
No, they're not. You guys are
We're not letting them.
They tied them off 100 feet.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
They're not.
I'm gonna shout back and go, it's the rest of the fish, man.
And you just see a hand just kind of go like this.
I think they appreciate it.
Actually, you wouldn't see that far, technically.
Well,
So
whatever.
You can hear a thumbs up in the distance.
I'll describe it to him.
There you go.
So at this point in
they
time,
appreciate it. Yeah.
with my blade still drawn, I'll aim it at the dwarf.
And are you just walking?
Wait.
So
Okay.
I'm in the water still.
Yeah.
So I'll hop on the boat and tell her to relieve herself of weapons.
What is he like doing?
So no idea.
You'll tell what?
The dwarf that was like reaching in for
No, that was the wood elf.
The wood
No,
elf,
it's the
sorry.
wood elf that was being held over
Yeah,
the
yeah.
water
So
that you
the wood elf,
rescued.
to relieve themselves of whatever weapon or whatever.
Give
they
me
were
an
reaching for.
intimidation check.
And I pull out my giant sword of fire.
Are you gonna pull out the flame tongue, and light it, or no?
Would that give me an advantage for intimidation?
No.
If
it's
I'm
not
floating
part
in
of-
water with a floating spear and a fire blade?
No, I'd say,
Come
I would
on.
just say intimidation, straight intimidation.
All right,
It's cool.
10.
She kind of sneers. She's like, "Why don't you relieve yourself?" But her hand's not. Her hand is actually back
Into.
to wherever her coat is. And Jonathan's like, "Stop it! They're helping us."
Ooh,
She just pulls her hand out and just kind of smiles at you, and not like a happy smile.
I splash water on her and I'll
And he has like the blood kind of runs down her mouth. She just kind of licks it.
I'll see.
Just keeps staring at you.
Sorry, I lost my
As
spot.
a-
It's kind of no.
I can match
No.
your. I can
Yes.
match your other.
Flicking a
cheek.
bean.
She's like, "I can
Far from it.
replicate this as well."
I'd like
And
to
she
see you
goes to
try.
kind of go towards you.
I'd like to see you try.
And the dwarf reaches up and grabs you. He's like, "Sit. Sit, Fallible. Fallible." But only you hear that. All right, Fallible. And she sits
Stop
down.
her?
Barbarossa, you want to sit at the kids' table?
No. You don't hear anything.
No.
What are you talking about? I'm fucking hovering right over everybody.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
She's
I'm
flying-
watching
she's
everybody,
flying
man.
Boots.
Boots.
Okay. I'd like to go to Jonathan
Okay.
and
I
let's
don't like
see.
this one
Jonathan's like, "I apologize."
I'm gonna grab him and just say, "Hold on to me."
Okay. And he kind of looks over at Mina, and Mina's like,
I'm gonna lift him up,
"Okay."
fly him up.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. I tested it, and he's definitely too
Yeah.
heavy. She's fine.
Yeah. And
Right
he's,
in the
he's a
middle,
bigger guy,
right.
But you're strong as
Yeah,
fuck,
yeah,
so
yeah.
you're. It's enough for you to
Right.
grab him.
Um,
Okay.
I'm just gonna tell him. It's like, okay, listen, this is gonna sound crazy. Someone was
Are you
talking
just
about.
flying with him?
Yep,
like
yep.
Twilight
Just
style?
flying. No, yeah. No, Superman style,
Superman
right?
style.
Just flying up above, away from earshot from everyone else.
Okay. He's like,
Away enough from the elven ears that I know have very good senses. But just gonna say, look, we need to talk. Can't bring you on the ship. Someone talked about the green blood thing. One of our party, Saskia, and I think even Yannick suggested a good method of this. We need to see everyone's blood. Doesn't have to
he
be
just kind of puts up his hand.
okay. Doesn't have to be difficult. I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of take my short sword that I got and just draw a little blood. Cut it.
Takes a moment. You see red blood start pouring out of his arm.
It's a blood oath.
And he kind of pulls his sleeve back over. It's like,
Her blood.
Now,
I give you permission. Whether or not they give you their permission is up to them.
how much do they trust you?
Most of them do. As you can see, Falavel and Sorth don't get along, but
Which ones are the least trustworthy of you?
give me a persuasion check.
With advantage? She seems to be willing to cooperate. Okay.
You're not really persuading.
No, I'm not.
He's not against
that's
you.
good.
You're just seeing how much information he wants to divulge.
Persuasion.
Yeah.
This is slow.
21.
He's like, well, we found Falavel off the coast by herself.
Falavel is the wood elf.
The wood elf. She was very honest with me about who she was and the things she's done in her past.
Checkered past, maybe?
She was very honest about murdering and stealing from those less fortunate in her past. She's been helpful out on the seas with us. I still find it hard to trust Falavel, but she has not shown me anything recently that would make me think she has any hatred geared towards us. Sorth, the Dragonborn down there, the one she was fighting with, she has an anger issue, but she's good. She's good people. Abraham has always been good to us. I fear the sun and the lack of food has gotten to him and driven him crazy. But Abraham is great. If I had to choose one, it would be Falavel. Would be the least trustworthy. But I trust Falavel, if that makes sense.
All right. I'll cut to the chase. We need to see another 11 people's blood. 10. Do you have a blade?
It's like, I don't. Down on the ship, Mina does.
Okay.
She holds it for me.
I'm sure I've got something I can give him. I'll give him a dagger or some shit.
Yeah, you have a lot of daggers.
I'm sure I do.
And he's kind of
So just dagger.
into your boot and pulling it out.
Yeah. All of us are going to be relying on you to convince the group to agree to this. If it's not unanimous, you don't come on board. We need to see everybody's, make sure everybody's good to go. Maybe an old superstition. Shouldn't take too long if you're as, looked up to as you think you are. But those are the conditions. We need to make sure that everybody on this boat is safe before we bring them on ours. Is that fair?
That's fair.
Okay.
Take me down.
I will.
I'll introduce you to everyone.
Okay, but you're going to do this. Not me.
Understand?
Yep.
You want me to cut my people?
Yes. I'm not doing it. You are.
Give me
These
another
are
trade-
your
give me
people.
another trade and check.
With advantage?
Yeah, I'm gonna say with advantage.
Okay.
Also
Because
allow
he seems very like.
I didn't see it.
Just okay.
Just
Also,
Should I not?
No, it's gross.
I have to.
Okay, now you gotta look.
God, you guys said that.
Well, there.
DJ, show the chat what he just sent us. I don't even think there's anybody in the chat.
I don't know. Mia was.
Who?
Mia was?
Yeah, Mia.
Oh.
Who's Mia?
commenting.
15.
Yeah, they're friends in Italy. 15?
Yeah.
He's like, it makes sense.
Yeah, we got viewers from Italy. People.
You're very.
Really?
Okay.
My friend Mia.
So,
lives
It's
there.
your people.
Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna randomly go and cut 10 more of your people. That makes sense, right?
Not the same.
Sorry. that was
While
too
they're
big.
talking,
He
I
might.
want to fly over and
You're gonna get on the broom.
on the broom,
The broom?
and I
Saskia,
want
kick
to
off the
cast detect magic,
Okay.
just to see if even if they all do bleed red, doesn't mean that they're not holding something that could
It's true.
be hidden away
It
that
makes
is
me bleed
True.
my own blood.
so.
Yeah. Except for that guy. What do you have that just on your phone, or did you search for it? I want to know how that ended up.
That was Brandon Tinkerton.
Yeah.
That's
That's
cast
what
force
he's
magic. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm always curious about that. You
So you
said
take a
fuck
moment.
that shit too. You used
Kind of
to.
focus in
Yeah.
and
There's
watch
no way
for
that
that
came from.
faint glow that you've seen around, arcane ruins or weapons or items. From the female halfling, you get quite a bright glow emanating off the female halfling. From one of the gnomes, something in one of their pouches gives off this faint glow. And that is... Oh, and from the Wood Elf.
What was the one before that? One of the gnomes?
One of the halflings. But you don't know this.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, yeah.
No. You can write it down, so I'm going to come tell you anyway.
Okay.
So one of the halflings gives off a faint glow. One of the gnomes, the male gnome, gives off a faint glow, something off the side. And Falabel, the wood elf. Whatever is back behind her back is giving off this faint glow.
The first one, do you say the whole person is giving
The
off
whole person is emanating
a glow?
like a light, like a strong, arcane feeling.
Okay.
Essentially, like something about that person.
And what about who she is holding?
Jonathan.
Jonathan?
Uh-huh.
Get out.
Okay, so I want to come over to you and...
After I drop Jonathan down, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
I put him down on the boat.
I'll let you know exactly. I'll let you know. I
And
detect
who
magic.
had the glow about the
gnome.
person?
The gnome, the female gnome.
The female gnome.
Complete
Okay.
glow.
Okay.
And you hear Jonathan say, "Okay."
Okay. So I'm gonna tell Saskia. I'll tell everyone in the area what I
So do you fly
proposed
back up to the ship?
Well,
Because it's only you and Saskia now at their ship.
Oh, Edwin's. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, their flight.
How far are we away from
95
our ship? Oh shit. Okay. I'll tell Saskia and just say I'm not leaving this area until I see what the results are. So
Okay,
you
that's
can
fine.
stay or you can go back.
You can see fairly.
Oh,
very
sure,
clear,
yeah.
If you're looking through your
Yeah.
honkers.
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 Disintegration honkers.
What I'll do is I'll
Allah.
come back and let you know to keep an eye out. That would
Cool.
tell you exactly what we're doing.
Okay.
As you pass by, Krugen's like, "Do we keep moving forward?"
Yes.
Keep moving forward, and then if you hear,
Greg, all sails ahead.
and then I'm
We'll
going
read that,
to
Greg just goes,
That was good.
"Like, that doesn't make sense."
Pulls a lever and
Spell.
everything.
and then I'll let them know if they hear an eagle shriek. Basically, that shit is going down.
Okay. So Jonathan on board, he says, "Okay, listen, everyone. You will be allowed on their ship." And the two of you hear this. Under one condition. We prove to them that none of us have green blood. I will personally cut every single one of you.
Damn, that's a threat.
Yeah.
If what Abraham says is true, then we will know for sure, and that person will die.
And I will be ready
Out here.
with my arrows, by the way.
She has been permission to kill you the minute you show signs of hesitation. And Mina's like, "Jonathan," he's like, "No. I will not put everyone's life in danger for this. I'm not stubborn." You're still, you're out there too.
I'm still out
You're
there.
Oh, sure, yeah.
I forgot.
Going.
So, flying rapier, sword, on fire.
Okay. Just lighting up in the middle of the dark.
Yeah.
I'm going to get down.
So the ship is starting to move though.
Yeah,
The
I'm
ship
moving
moves
with it.
pretty fast.
How fast?
Wait, how fast?
No, they can't move that fast. 'Cause I'm 40. Water.
Mm.
Water's my element, man.
How
I'd
fast can
say
you
it'd
move
be
in water?
more of like you'd have to hold on to the back of the ship once it starts picking up.
Okay.
But it's not. I would say like I don't know, 15 miles
So
an hour.
tell them to
if-
stop for 5
if-
minutes.
That's
No,
nautical
we're moving.
miles.
Well, do you want
Uh,
Krugen to go or no? Because he had asked if we're going, and you guys said yes.
I'm not there, so
That's
I can't talk
fine.
to him.
I
Yeah.
think we can
We
go.
said
And
yeah.
think about ships. Ships are. It's not like in the middle of the day, this huge wind blast. Like the ship's moving.
If it's okay with Edwin, I would like to take him down to wherever I can be within range of the rope so he can describe what's going on to me. If necessary, I can take care of the rope.
Sure.
Take him down.
Wherever I've hooked up the rope. If it's just in the back of the boat, awesome. I'll just stand in the back of the boat.
Yeah, it's essentially where
Cool.
like the ballista.
Yeah,
Like, yeah.
that. I'll just stand back there with him, and so he can describe what's going on.
Okay. And Kroll, you're back there watching too
Yep.
as well, correct? Farashi is still
just out.
just out.
Okay.
As Jonathan goes to each person, I want to fly 10 feet behind that person.
Okay. And I think at this point it's been about an hour. So
It's
you
fine.
still got
I have
about an
4.
hour. Oh, you have 4 hours. Okay,
Yeah.
so you're fine. You're little.
Yep.
Are fine. Okay, so Jonathan comes down. He's like, Mina,
Awesome.
and he reaches.
Wolf gives you wings.
And he reaches down. He's like, Mina. He's like, Jonathan, no. And he's like, here, give me your hand.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not putting your life or anybody else's life in danger. She just kind of puts out her hand like this. And he does a slice down the center of her palm. She's like, ah! And you see kind of red blood start to pool over.
Sorry, I just want to make a quick moment. So I know we're not in battle, but my plan is if I see green blood, kind of like holding my action, I'm not going to attack. I want to grab him. I want to be close enough.
Following
Yes,
around
yes.
the boat. Okay.
I'm following behind whoever is being drawn
Yes,
of
guys,
blood.
circling, and then you're doing the
Yes,
same thing. So
and
you're
I would assume if it's a circular boat, everyone's sitting down and Jonathan comes up to them, which means if I'm on the outside of the boat, I'm behind them.
Okay, so you're
So
going behind
I want to
where
be able
Jonathan
to
is.
grab them and pull them off the boat the second I see anything odd.
Interesting.
So he walks over to Abraham, and Abraham quickly pulls up his sleeve. He's like, "Do it."
Do it.
Cuts into it. You watch. Red blood pools over. And as Jonathan's doing this, he's introducing everybody.
Here's Mina's blood.
This is Mina.
Here's Abraham's blood.
So Abraham is the human male that
Is
looks
he
like.
cleaning
I know, that's what
cleaning
I'm
the blade
thinking.
after every time you cut somebody?
Infecting everyone.
No.
They don't know about AIDS.
Everyone has HIV.
Whoa.
They don't know about hep.
Take samples.
All right,
samples.
So he walks over to the female dragonborn. And he's like, "This is Sorth, Sorth." She's like, "You already saw my blood."
The elf?
The dragonborn.
Oh.
She kind of wipes it
She's
away.
still awake?
She kind of wipes it. Oh no, she's. How long is paralyzed? Paralyzed?
Paralyzed isn't that long, I don't think.
Oh, right.
At the end of its turn, the target can make another wisdom saving throw.
Okay, so we'll just do. Death.
Probably.
3.
So
So we'll
Probably
say
several
duration
turns.
1 minute. Sorry, duration 1 minute.
Duration 1 minute.
Yeah,
so
I'm sure.
yeah, I'd say this-
'Cause I've
she's
talked
coming
to
out.
Jonathan,
Yeah. So as she's sitting up, she's like, "You've already seen my blood." Jonathan's like, "Please, Soul, don't do this." Puts her hand out, drags the blade across. He watches red blood bubbles up. Moves over to the dwarf, who's sitting, arms crossed, with a bunch of fish all over the side of his face and his beard. And in all honesty, he's your most just cliche-looking
Right.
dwarf. Like,
He's
if you
Scottish.
imagine a dwarf, this is that dwarf. He's like, "This is Zagok, Blood Grip."
Blood grip.
Sweet.
Oh shit.
I like him already.
And
About to be
puts out
blood
his
grip.
hand.
No.
And he's like, "Do it on the finger, not the palm. I use those. These are my job." Little slice of the flinger, little filleted fingers. Flinger. More red blood comes over. You come over to the half-elf male who looks very young, very emaciated, very like wide-eyed and scared. This is Elindir, Eliindeer. We picked up Elindir from Silvery Moon. He was a shop assistant. He knows his stuff. Kind of does one of these like, and he cuts his hands like, and he covers his hand. Jonathan's like, "Show me your hand." He's like, he holds his hand out. Bunch of red blood.
Can I do a check on that? What would that be?
Perception. I would say it's perception.
Or a deception.
Is he bleeding
What if
from
he
his
kills
hand?
I would do perception
I
because he's
think
doing
he's more
deception.
confused like, he's angry because he covered his hand.
Right.
4.
But his hand is bleeding.
Let's
His hand
see.
is
Right?
bleeding now.
Okay.
Like it's actively
Oh.
bleeding.
Okay.
8.
He walks over to the wood elf. He's like, "You already met Falabal." Falabal like gashed across his face from sort of still pouring blood, and he just kind of goes, or she goes, this kind of thing.
I can do it again if you'd like. Just hear me from the bottom.
Just kind of looks back over her shoulder. These are the twins, Mary and Sadon.
Mary
and Sadon, S-A-D-O-N, Serpent Wind.
Mary and Terry Darrington.
Mary is the one, Saskia, you notice, is the one that's has that glow to her. I'm sorry, they're not the twins. I apologize. Don't write twins.
No, that's the halflings. You're right.
That's the halflings. So this is Mary. These are the halflings. But
God damn it.
Twins. The gnomes were the twins.
Mary.
Oh, family.
Mary and Sadon's Serpent Wind. And she's quite old looking. And he's like, Mary and her son are from Waterdeep. They escaped the attack on Waterdeep from the Shadow Swarm. Mary is a priestess of Sylvanas. She has done nothing but good things. She has healed us. She has cured us.
You want to join our party?
She has not poisoned us. She had cured our poison.
She's poisoned us. Holy shit! Never mind.
Wait,
Take it back.
Kill that one.
Take it back.
It's the wrong thing.
She's done a terrible job at healing us. Classic Sylvanas.
Shit.
All the followers of Sylvanas.
I guess.
Constantly going around killing people on accident.
So she cuts them both. And Mary holds out her son's hand, who's like probably like 16, 17, and she holds it for him as it cuts, and the kid kind of flinches, and starts pouring blood, and she quickly just starts to heal it. She's like, shh, it's okay. Like, then she puts out her hand, slices it, red blood. They move over to the human male, who's the one that's like the half ball, kind of
Male pattern baldness.
like the male pattern baldness, not the Filch looking creeper, but the other looking creeper.
The other half of Filch.
The one that had the long soul patch. He's like, this is Peyton, and Peyton just kind of
It's like Danny DeVito.
nods. He's like, Peyton's a phenomenal chef and a bartender.
Bartender?
She's from the boat.
And he's like, all right. And he rolls it up. He's like, just get it over with. He cuts him. Red blood starts to pour out. These are the twins. This is Victoria and Victor St. Drake. And these are the two that you watched that you noticed were quick to stand up and kind of moved the same way you did.
I'm very cautious with them.
Vic and Vicky.
Now,
Victoria and Victor.
Do I
Really?
Yeah, Victoria.
Victoria.
Victoria St. Drake.
What are their classes?
You know they're fighters.
Okay.
You know for a fact they're fighters. They're not as good as you, but they're fighters. They're gnomes. They both have like really short, curly, like dirty blonde hair.
Who is the magical one?
The male was the one that had something glowing in one of his pouches.
No. You said one of them had a full glow about
No,
it.
that was the
That
mom.
was the priestess.
Oh, I see. Fuck, I had that.
This is Victoria and Victor. They have basically been ones to help fight off anything that's come at us. They're very, very good with the blade. And you watch as Victor kind of reaches back and pulls out a short sword and starts like balancing on the tip of his finger, and then the sister kind of knock it off on it. He's like, "Hey!"
I do the same thing, but it's not touching my finger. I'm like, no hands.
Was that the thing that was
Come on,
glowing?
no
or
hands.
no?
That was the thing.
That was the thing that was glowing?
The short
Okay.
sword he pulls out was the thing that was glowing. It wasn't actually glowing, but she saw the magic radiate off it.
Yeah.
He's like, "Come on, what are you doing?" She's like, "We're trying to be serious." He's like, "Nah, do it." And cuts both their hands, red blood. And then he makes his way to the kobold. And the kobold, he's like, "Mariget." He's, I know you don't like blood, Mariget. And he's kind of on his knee talking to the kobold.
First, do I know if kobolds have red blood?
Give me probably a
Nature.
no medicine check.
Medicine.
You're checking for blood. Yeah, I'd say give me a medicine check.
It's bloody.
Give me with advantage, actually.
Yeah.
Because you slaughtered a lot of kobolds at the
Same.
beginning of the game.
Same fucking number. Medicine?
Yeah.
17.
Yeah, you remember when you killed all those kobolds.
Okay.
There's a lot of red
That's
blood.
true. That was like our first fight.
And he's like, I know you don't like blood. And I know you've turned away from all this. And he's talking very, like someone would talk to a child, almost like a young child. And you hear Mariget, I trust you. He's like, thank you. He puts out a finger and you kind of see this kind of hooked kobold, kind of like your whole hand, Mariget. They have to see everything. And she's trembling. He just watches her, his hand is trembling. He sticks it and just drags the blade across the palm. And you watch red blood pours from out of her hand. So he puts the dagger back in his pouch and she was like, you watched. All of us.
Were you there?
Yeah.
Saskia was there, so was Barbarossa. All of us, red blood. I told you he's crazy. Not crazy! You hear the old man simply like, sit. Don't make this worse, Abraham.
Can I look in Barbarossa's direction?
On just the party to see if
Like a general, like, yeah, give me a general insight. Yeah. What's up, Barbarossa? Go ahead, Edwin.
Would we know? There's like holding cell plus your captain.
Yeah, you know downstairs on the ship, on the bottom of the ship itself, you know there's a cargo hold and a crew quarter. There's no cells or anything. It looks like this was just at one point maybe a fishing vessel.
But would you say we could quarantine off the cargo hold?
The crew quarters is to the back, so you can quarantine off the crew quarters. The cargo hold's kind of the main area on the second deck
of our ship.
Of the ship you guys are on currently. On the
I'll say to Jonathan, and I'll just kind of nod in Saskia's direction and say, "We'll be right back."
I got a 22, by the way, on my.
On your perception of just the overall.
So at this point in time.
Yeah.
Okay.
My initial perception check that I did from way earlier that I got nat 20.
I would give you to do a new one at this point.
No, I'm not saying.
Okay, you're right. What I told you.
What you told me, I relay to whoever's with me.
Okay, relay to him.
So I noticed that what's his name?
Abraham.
Abraham was very, very sweaty, very shaken.
Okay.
Did Abraham get cut?
Yeah.
You're shaking too.
Okay, let's go back and relate to the
Come for my
group.
check?
Oh.
You said, would you get a 17?
Well, actually, no. Is it insight or perception?
You would give me insight.
Then 23. 22? 23?
Damn.
22.
You get a whisper, you get a whisper, you get to hear
sorry.
some fancy words in your ear.
Nerdwood.
Nerdwood. To the 6 people that are probably sitting in this room that are on the stream.
5. It says 5 people
All of them
that are
us.
in this room.
Yes.
It's like playing local shows all over again.
Play to other bands. Yeah. And even they're in the other room. They're at the bar.
Okay.
I had a few friends already message me that they were watching at least a little bit.
Well, I mean, to be fair, we'd let everybody know.
To be fair,
Yeah,
There's like 50
10
people in here. Sweet.
Alright, so go ahead.
Okay, so look, we're going to go back and talk to the group about what we're going to do with the refugees.
Okay. Is somebody going to stay and watch?
no.
Then?
Yes. Someone is staying and watching because we went back to the boat.
So who's staying?
I can.
Oh, okay.
I stayed.
Are you staying, Barbarossa, or are you going back?
I was hoping you picked up on that hint. Sorry.
Okay, I'll stay.
You didn't have to. You didn't.
Oh,
If you
are
didn't,
you
you
or no?
didn't.
Don't matter. Like, you went back to the boat. You went back to the boat. If you don't want to go back to the boat, don't matter.
I can watch the whole thing from the back of the boat. I can.
Water's
And
my.
So can
Okay.
Kroll can see down there.
Water's my.
I'm looking. I'm still
I was
looking
hoping for listening for
I
conversation.
wouldn't have taken my eyes off
And
that.
I'd say right out 20, about 30 minutes left.
4 hours?
Oh, 4 hours. I keep thinking 2 hours. No. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Oldman can keep track of that.
Fine.
And he doesn't have to sleep, so.
What?
No, I just want to make sure that
Yeah.
somebody's listening
Don't worry
to
about
them
it. We'll
too.
take care of you.
I wanted us to leave them alone
Right.
and still have
Yeah.
someone with ears. Anyway, what are we gonna? Yeah, I'm very sneaky.
So you.
What are we gonna do with
them?
them?
Different lane this to everybody.
Yes.
Right?
What are we? What? I'm gonna tell them everything that we saw. I still think that Abraham is.
What? So
The wild card?
You cut all of them, and all of them bled red.
Yep.
It seems so, ridiculous. Why did you cut them all then?
Well,
it seems like such overkill.
Someone talked about some sort of a contagion or a plague that made their blood be green, and we wanted to be safe. We don't want, people bringing that on our ship, correct?
But to be truthful,
I mean, it
the
just
one
seems
who
like
said
a lot
that
of
was
damage.
Abraham.
Right? Yeah, and all it cost is a little extra measure of precaution.
Of
So-
course.
We kill Abraham, and then we can bring the rest of them on board. No?
No?
Wow.
Yeah, probably no.
No. We
I
wanna
know. I have good
potentially
ideas
kill
that
an
he wants in a
innocent
great
life,
while,
but either he's seen something that we don't know, or
I like where your head is.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Just want to kind of consult the group. Can we discuss it? Not that he'll give a shit, but with Krugen too.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll care.
Give a shit.
Either
Krugen
way.
kind of walks down the stairs of the ship's almost kind of on a cruise control, just heading in general direction.
Right. or we can go up to the
cruise control button, and
Cruise
we're
control
good.
button.
yeah Kruger's control.
Kruger control.
It's got lane keep too,
Yeah,
so it
Kruger.
keeps
It's one of
the
those.
time.
It's a Tesla model.
So Krugen kind of rubs his chin and he's like, well, multiple ways about this. A, everyone's telling the truth. You potentially have yourself crew, allies, whatever. Or you just save some people. You're the good guys. B, someone on there's telling the truth. One of them is a killer.
You told all of us that he was sweating, yeah?
So,
Just those two.
just whoever else in there, yeah.
Sorry. Go ahead.
He's like, if
I would
everything
really
passed
like
your guys' test, seems to be on the go. But again, I'm not the captain of this ship. I'm not the leader of your party.
Chances are, if one of them is an enemy,
I mean,
seems like they're pretty outnumbered.
Greg thinks that it's sweating
Yeah.
could possibly just be sick. If anyone could heal it.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
I
that he
mean,
might
we
have a
be able to get to
fever.
the bottom of this.
Yeah.
I mean, Greg thinks that that's probably the best option there.
But they have a healer. Why isn't she healing them?
It's a good point. It's a good point.
Well, what if it's the 12 against him, and
Right, and he's right and they're wrong.
But why would he bring?
He's not
information-
crazy.
But at
Huh?
the same time, why would he bring attention to himself? But he was the one that was stating, like, "Oh, we came with 14 people."
maybe they ate one of them,
Yeah, we don't know. That's possible. Well,
and maybe he's just food to them too.
he's just food to them.
Could be.
It's
I mean,
possible.
why would you keep a crazy man on your ship?
Yeah, no one seems too eager to toss him over.
No.
The only one who seems to be eager to get rid of people is the Dragonborn to the Wood Elf. Anyway,
Do Dragonborns not like wood elves around here? I mean,
I don't know. I don't know if it's
is that something about
I don't know if
this-
it's personal
this
or I think
It's like
some
go back and tell Dora we kind of go along a little bit better.
everybody's different.
And it's been, what, how many years since?
30 years. Yeah.
I've never been here.
But they're also all refugees. It seems like they're all probably pretty terrified. So I give a little bit of leeway to their behaviors, but I'm still apprehensive.
Yeah.
Does anyone have any?
Yo.
Well, let's do this. Who has opposition to bringing them on board?
Is there holding cells on board?
I don't want to. No, I don't want to put them in cells. But maybe all in the.
Are you even there?
What was that?
No, because you were saying
Barbarossa with us?
who
No,
opposes
Barbarossa's
bringing them on board.
Barbarossa's here. He didn't stay at the ship.
Yeah.
He didn't like the hint that I tried to give
You
him.
guys are all on the ship right now.
Yeah.
I didn't get it. I didn't catch on.
Yeah, he didn't catch on. He followed.
I mean, I'm fine with it. Greg would
Oh.
rather have them stay on the ship.
I'll let them continue their conversation. I'm gonna go fly above
Okay,
a distance so I can
That's
keep
fine.
hearing them back there.
let's do that.
And I'm gonna suggest let's bring them on
But I'm
board.
gonna do it so they can't see me
Okay, maybe we'll treat Abraham
flying.
to see if we can
It's not
see if maybe it's a
silently,
fever
you're
or
just trying to
something.
Stay out of view of them.
Quarantine him maybe.
I mean, at this point, it's 2 against 5, so
2.
Greg and
17.
Barbarossa.
You kind of go for the front of the ship.
Huh?
Greg and
Oh,
Barbarossa.
they're you guys are opposed to bringing him on.
I don't mind. Greg does.
You stay above them.
Okay.
Why does Greg mind?
He doesn't want to clear it up until there's cleared up any kind of chance of danger from their boat.
There's always danger.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you try explaining that to him. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
All right. Well, we gotta decide. Edwin, what do you think?
I think we bring him on, but we can fly him to cruise quarters.
Yep.
That's what I. Yeah, we definitely need to.
And we segregate Abraham from everybody else.
Yeah. Yeah. I think he needs to be separated. At least we can even play it off like he needs healing, obviously, so we keep him away from the others. And maybe someone can talk to him a little more.
Yeah.
Someone who has a lot of charisma.
She's gone.
I'm not there.
She took off on
She's
her.
flying.
Someone who has a lot of
Okay, so what are you guys doing?
Okay. Yeah.
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 Most of us are
Yeah.
in agreement to
I'm
bring
in
them on. Okay. Obviously, everyone be on their guard. And I'll relay the ones who seem to be difficult. The Dragonborn might put up some
Yeah.
issues.
I got him.
The Wood Elf. The
And what are you doing at the moment? You're just doing
Listening to
And
them.
Abraham.
listening and watching. Give me another perception check.
Cool.
I can stand watch outside their rooms all night.
That's true. All fucking night. That's true. You can.
I like this.
16.
Damn, you're getting all sorts of good info. It's just licking in your ear. Yeah. Minor coins.
Wow.
Oh wait, don't you have
Minor coins.
Oh yeah.
is charisma +2 charisma, which
Spores
is
all over the place.
Spores.
Is perception charisma? Am I retarded?
No, that's
No.
Oh, I can't
wisdom.
say retarded, can I? Cut that out.
Retard.
Okay.
Are you a
Okay, it's-
retard?
Oh, wisdom. Okay.
Redo.
Oh,
Someone talk about it.
All right. Nerdwood Designs, ladies and gentlemen.
so there. Yeah. There you go.
You get DM screens and dice boxes and dice trays, even dice towers.
Become
I mean,
fermented.
That's dice. There you go. Look at Miller's Dice Tower.
Yeah, I don't make that one
Flavor
anymore,
Town
but
six.
yeah.
Leave it there.
I'm trying to help you, man.
Thank you.
Oh my god!
Oh no.
And he falls asleep now.
That's not very nice.
That's a brutal.
That's good. That's a good one.
Okay.
I like it. You should send me that one.
So how you guys get pulling them onto the ship?
I'm gonna pull the ship.
Yeah,
towards
Yannick
You're actually
can
just gonna
do it.
pull the
the
ropes.
rope until they're right up next to us, and we can drop down on a ladder. or they can
I'll
climb.
fly over and just kind of let Jonathan know.
Okay. He's like, I appreciate this more than you can know.
Is anyone who's all right present or helping the?
So Yannick's on the back of the ship,
Mm-hmm.
pulling the rope up.
Okay.
Crawl there.
Kroll is at the back of the ship watching.
Yeah.
And everybody else is on deck. with I'm assuming Klaatu flying.
I just flew back to Jonathan just to let him know.
I want to head downstairs to the crew quarters and start clearing out anything that can be used as like a lockpick or a weapon.
Nice.
Okay. You just start clearing everything out. It's like when a kid gets in trouble and they get grounded, and you just pull everything out of the room. You're just not quickly, but getting stuff out of there. You're very.
You like to clean.
Okay.
Okay.
It's really weird because old people either sleep, but he doesn't need to sleep.
That's right.
So it's very interesting.
I'm gonna go back to the ship, but kind of like around so nobody sees me, and I'm gonna go down to where Edwin is. I'm just gonna tell Edwin something.
So tell him.
I have my compression socks on.
We can just say it.
Okay. That's fine.
Remember, no metagame. You can tell him.
That's fine. I'm gonna go ahead.
Off.
There you go.
Sorry.
Okay. I'll just tell Edwin that we need to watch out for what is his name again? Abraham. That he seems to be the most shifty one of the bunch, and it almost seemed like the cut that we made on everyone. It almost seemed like something was covering that cut. Maybe there's two parts to him that we don't know.
Okay.
You relay to him what you saw exactly.
Yeah.
So she tells you essentially what she saw is it looked like the skin around of his cut flickered like with this gray kind of scaly motion and concealed the cut itself as he pulled his sleeve down.
And I didn't see that being that close.
No, because I flew back.
She flew back while you were talking to
everyone.
No, meaning while he was being cut.
It didn't happen until after.
Oh.
When I came back.
And that was
Oh.
None of you guys know that.
I'm just. She's gonna tell eventually. I mean.
Wow.
Wait.
We don't know that.
Quit medic.
Would you be opposed, Saskia, if I pull up my whip?
Excuse me while I look this out.
Excuse me.
And, you know, I had the two snakes on it too, right? What if I just randomly attack him? Because he'll be cut not only from my whip, but by the two snakes as well.
I think that's fine, but I just worry that if he is the innocent one out of all of them, I don't want to harm him to the point that we kill him, and then we have to battle the rest of the party off of this raft. But I think we need to definitely be sure of him, because he obviously is worried, but maybe something is attaching itself to him and traveling with him.
Do you have anything holy? Like,
oh shit.
Since you're now
exorcism over here?
Like anything with radiant damage?
Specifically? I got nothing.
We know that.
I can splash water.
While this is happening, while they're conversing, you guys pull near the ship where you drop down the rope ladder. And everybody kind of one by one starts slowly climbing up, getting on the ship. Thank you. Jonathan's like, thank you. He's helping everybody up, and he kind of helps everybody up. He's like, you've saved many lives here today. Many lives. I appreciate that.
We'll help them on board.
Okay. It takes about 10 minutes, but you get everybody on board.
Okay.
And everybody just kind of standing on
Can I? Again, I don't want to like just kind of
guide them towards the crew quarters, since that's where we said we were bringing them.
Whatever amount of sizing up I can do as I help each member on board. I know it's like 3 seconds.
It's a lot.
I know.
Give me just a general
That's fine.
perception check. I would say at disadvantage because it's moving so
I know.
fast.
It's pretty quick.
Yeah.
Perception?
Yeah. Insight. Give me insight.
I was gonna say
Perception, but insight sounds more
Yeah,
realistic.
makes more
I wish I could do
sense.
perception. 18. It's better than I thought.
Everybody, as you pull them, seems just, I mean, they're shaking. It's hard to tell because a lot of them are emaciated and sickly looking.
Right. Okay.
But you get that same kind of vibe from everybody as you work your way down. The only one that seems to be average is Jonathan, who seems to be helping everybody else. And even though he still looks sickly, he's kind of taken on that role of leader.
Sure.
What's that, Byron?
So the snakes are on this whip, right?
Right.
Can I control them and tell them what to do, or they just bite when I attack?
You can tell them what to do. Essentially, they're not leaving the whip.
Right.
But you can essentially like tell them what to do. So how the whip is set up is, remember, it's your rod. So it's the you have the immovable rod on there right now, right? So it's the immovable rod, which is like silver, with like a that leather wrapping, and then it's the whip itself, which isn't silvered. It's just
black with razors on it.
Like right, and then it's just the two snakes that stick out of the hilt of the immovable rod.
So my question is, if I can just have my whip coil up in my hand, walk by him and have the two snakes just attack him.
You can do that, absolutely. You can. You want to do that?
Yeah, but I'm still downstairs, so.
So people are starting to make their way downstairs at this point because they're leading them downstairs to you guys.
Where?
Down to you guys are downstairs, right?
Where are they leading them?
Yeah,
They're
I'm leading them
down to the
into the
crew quarters.
Yep, I'm leading them.
I'm telling Saskia my plan. I'm
still like 10 minutes to talk about, 5 minutes to talk about this.
You guys have been talking about some people start making their way downstairs.
I know. I was just hoping they weren't going to be in our area.
It's like Abraham, Mina, Sorth, and Zagok the dwarf, and then the half elf and the wood elf make their way downstairs.
So I told Saskia my plan that when Abraham walks by, because I have my whip in my hand, the snakes are randomly going to attack any uncovered flesh.
Okay.
And to keep an eye out.
Go ahead and make your attack with advantage at this point.
Down, boys, down. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Sorry.
I'm sorry, Pepe.
Maybe this. It's not any better.
Leave. Get out.
So 20, but not natural.
Be gone. 20? So go ahead and do your damage. As, we would say, because it's not the whip damage, so we'll just do straight snizzic damage. We'll see. Hang on.
Those are great.
1d4 piece.
Yeah, I think it's like 1d4 minus 1. I think it's like 1d4 minus 1.
1d4 minus 1?
Yeah.
So great.
I know it's a weird, but let me just double check real quick. Sorry.
It's a 1d3.
There's no snake. We'll just treat it as a spider.
Yeah. Right on the record. Yeah. Awesome.
So it's just 1 point of piercing damage.
Yeah, so if it was 1d4, it'd be 3, because I rolled a 4.
3, so yeah, we'll just do it as a total of 3 damage. As he's walking by, the two snakes lash out, snap inside him. He's like, and he like falls to the ground. He's like, and he's like holding the side of his arm, and you can watch as, while it didn't hit exposed skin, it came close down, it hit like the cloth. The cloth is so thin, you can see like this red blood start kind of like pouring out and kind of soaking the cloth. He's like,
Putting my whip away, like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. They have their mind of their own. I'm so sorry.
Give me a deception check.
Sorry.
I'm old and feeble.
I'm so sorry.
Yay! Got a one.
Back.
And as you do that, he pushes your hand off. He's like, you did it on purpose.
Never
You
again.
did it on purpose. You don't trust me.
No, sir, I did not. That they have a mind of their own. There, I'll put them up. And I put my whip up.
Oh my
up.
God.
For the world to hear. For all one person to hear. And he kind of wraps up. He's like, Jonathan! And he starts yelling up to Jonathan. He's like, they've attacked me! And then Mina's like, calm down, Abraham.
Don't tell mom, don't tell mom, don't tell mom.
He's like, I've done nothing wrong here. Everybody keeps pointing the finger at me. Mina's like, calm down, Jonathan. He's like, no! And he just kind of sits back towards the corner. Abraham. And he just kind of sits back towards like the back by the stairs and just kind of just looks away. And he's got like these wide kind of eyes and he's just looking around.
And what's everyone else's expression?
You guys can hear this from upstairs. Somebody yelling.
Rooms.
Oh, they're down.
It's right as they came down the stairs into the main.
All right, so I'm just gonna lean down underneath the stairs there. Just get on my hands and knees. Just. Oh man, it's all right. It was an accident. I'm sure that Edwin didn't mean to hit you. Here, come into one of the rooms. I'll help you with it.
Give me a persuasion check.
He's doing that. I'm gonna look at the expression of all the other people to see what their
all
expressions
stop
are.
and they're all looking around.
So they're freaking
They're
out.
starting to freak out a little.
5.
And he kind of pushes further, and so he's like, "No!"
I'm just gonna grab him by the legs.
Give me a opposing strength check.
Good luck on him.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Cool.
Take a 10.
That's going to be 18.
You got an 11.
Yeah. So I'm just going to grab him by his ankle and just basically drag him out very gently. I'm not going to try to hurt him, and then just basically pick him up.
He's like reaching for whatever he can.
And just put him into one of the crew's quarters with the rest of the people.
You watch as he reaches and he grabs onto the side of like a sealed crate. It's like lined with this metal, and you watch as he hits the crate. You watch as steam rises up from his hand the minute he hits the crate. It's a quick little grab like that as he grabs the corner of this metal crate.
Oh.
And he kind of pulls his hand.
Am I there?
No, you're not. Yenek's there, Saskia's there, and
it's a metal crate.
It's like a crate lined with like an outline of metal. You and Saskia can give me a perception check to see if you saw it.
He's not steaming off of my hands, is he?
Nope.
Well, we're there.
Right, but to see if you see it, it's like if someone tapped something that was
around.
splashing.
What
where
are
I am.
we doing?
I don't remember
You
where
said you were
I am.
upstairs watching them like pull everything.
Yeah, I'm
That
helping
would
them come
be-
in.
So it's just the three of them.
Perception, right?
Perception?
Yeah, perception. What'd you do? Okay.
21.
You both see this. As you're watching struggle, you watch him pull this box and kind of the steam rise up in his hand.
Do I know what metal it is?
It would be just a straight intelligence check, yeah.
It's power metal.
It's power metal. It's the book of heavy metal.
I'm just kidding.
5.
Nope, not sure. You haven't seen the crate. You don't really know the ship that you just saw him grab something over there in his hand, cast steam.
I'm gonna
I
just
cast
keep
steam.
casting.
I cast burning hand.
Burning is hand.
I'm just gonna keep dragging him. It doesn't
Okay.
faze me.
No.
I'm just gonna keep dragging him.
No.
I'm just going to try to calm him as this. Abraham, it's going to be okay.
Give me a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Actually, I'm just gonna.
Disadvantage.
What would the disadvantage
You
be?
roll
lower
twice.
one.
The lower one.
I'm gonna tap him real quick.
Like punch him?
Yep.
Okay.
Just real quick.
Plus 2.
So it's going to be an automatic critical. Like.
Right.
Oh, no, he's not out. He's not out.
Whatever
He's
you're
not out.
modifying,
Attack
plus
disadvantage.
2.
Attack with advantage.
What'd you get?
Okay.
Who are you attacking?
13?
What's your low roll?
That was your
11.
lower one?
11 plus 2 plus your charisma modifier.
Oh, charisma.
Or
Charisma.
plus your persuasion.
2.
Oh.
So 13?
You only. What's your
Yeah,
persuasion
2.
modifier? But
2.
plus 2 on
So-
that also.
Oh, yes.
Plus
Charisma.
4.
Oh,
Can you
no, that's charisma.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you have your
Persuasion is
charisma.
charisma.
You have
Minus
plus
one.
2 because blessing of Zuckmoy.
Zutmoy.
And then your normal plus 2.
Yeah,
Okay.
plus
Yeah, so plus 4.
Plus 4.
Okay.
Alright, 15.
15. I mean, he kind of is
What's
not reaching as
the-
much.
Can you make a wisdom save for him?
Oh, yeah.
Oh no.
6.
That's
Cool.
fine.
He's gonna paralyze real quick,
Okay.
Sweet.
and
And he's
also
just kinda-
take 7 points of damage
Okay.
because I hit him with a 26.
Yeah, you hit him and he just hangs limp.
Cool. I'm just gonna.
He's just about to cooperate.
Doesn't matter. I'm just gonna go over by his ankle, still upside down.
Okay.
Just drop him in one of the rooms with the rest of the people in it.
So have you started moving everybody into?
Yeah, that's why I was going down.
Right.
I'm leaving everyone down there.
So I'd say about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them haven't made their way down the stairs once they started hearing the screams.
Cool.
What kind of
But everybody else has made their way into the course.
Their screams, yeah, I'll be heading there, right?
Who's their captain?
Jonathan.
Jonathan?
Jonathan's upstairs.
He's like, I'm the captain now.
I'm the captain.
Because right now, Jonathan, Mina, Peyton, the twins, and Mariette are still upstairs.
I want somebody to go get Jonathan now.
And you watch as the sister of the twins kind of nods her head, runs upstairs.
I'm good.
Here, Jonathan, and you watch as one of the gnomes comes upstairs. Says, Jonathan, come quick. They've done something to Abraham. And he kind of looks over at you and looks around, and Jonathan works his way downstairs, and Mina kind of follows.
Sounds so bad.
I'll go down with Jonathan.
Go ahead, Edwin.
I want to start explaining what we saw about the metal. And like, what metal is this?
So as you put on closer inspection, once you get over to the metal and look, and at a glance, when you first saw it, you didn't know what it is, but you get closer, it's silver lining.
Oh.
The box of this thing is lined in silver.
Does anybody have any silver?
And I
always
want
a silver
to
lining
immediately
down.
say,
There's always a silver.
what is Abraham?
You say it to who?
Jonathan.
Wait a minute.
What do you mean, what is Abraham?
Abraham is fine.
He's a mayor of a
Did I hear all this?
town. He is just
came
coming
down.
downstairs, yeah.
I'm running to go get Farashi.
You want to wake her up?
Yep.
Okay.
So, have we herded everyone into the cabin yet? I'm still trying to herd everyone in. I'm trying
Yeah,
to
you're
drop-
starting. There's
Wait.
still a few people upstairs,
Cool.
but you've got most not herded, but they've kind of made their way in.
Before I do that, I need some sort of a roll because I don't want to metagame.
For
If I would know that silver has anything to do with lycanthropy. Otherwise, I wouldn't go for her. I'm doing this as Josh. Okay, that's fine. I just want to make sure.
That would be Arcana. No, let's do intelligence check. Yeah, intelligence.
With your
Make
past,
an
though, wouldn't
acrobatics.
you?
It's not really. It's not magic. It's more like acrobatics. Is that what you said?
Yeah, yes. I'm hoping it'll change it to something other than straight intelligence. That is literally the worst fucking thing that I could have.
Yeah.
But I'm saying with your past, like what, wouldn't you know?
I don't have a lot of experience with lycanthropy.
No.
I don't think.
Undead, yeah. But
Undead, those are different.
I do.
Shape changers.
Yeah.
No. 9. Okay. 9. So I wouldn't go get her.
Very foreign thing. To
Yeah, I wouldn't go get her.
Right, Edwin?
Amidst all this, I would take a silver coin out of my pocket and start walking towards Abraham.
Oh, of course.
Okay. And Abraham is
Paralyzed.
laying on the ground, staring straight up at the ceiling.
I'll
yeah, it
walk
hasn't
over
even been a minute at this point.
With you then too. It's I mean
It's
being
cocked.
you're
Read.
still
So, yeah,
aware
another
of what's going on, right? Or
As
no?
paralyzed, yeah.
Fuck this
Okay,
dice.
I'm just gonna let him
So
know.
it's like someone.
I'm gonna let him know. I'm like, it's okay. We're gonna get this cut cleaned up. It's okay. And I'm gonna do healing word. I'm gonna touch him.
You're gonna heal him?
You're gonna
The
heal.
little cut that the snake bites made.
You're gonna
Go into your.
And I want to.
Okay.
Don't kill the baby.
Do
We
it.
don't know if he's back yet.
Do it. Do it.
Well, everybody is in the room, like Jonathan, Saskia, Klaatu, and everybody else I can see. I just want to put the silver coin
Up his butt.
on him. Is he facing? Is he laying face up?
Face forward, yeah. Face up.
On
the ground.
Yeah, he's on his back, face up.
I want to put the silver coin on his forehead.
Fuck yeah.
Okay. You set it on his forehead, and you watch as it sinks in maybe a millimeter and
A
starts
millimeter?
burning.
That's a lot.
And you watch as the head itself
Whoa.
quickly kind of pulls back, the skin kind of flickers, and like the hair pulls back, and for a moment you see this, from here back, this gray kind of featureless face, and it kind of pulls back over.
Cool.
Does it look familiar?
4 times. 4 times.
It's automatic crit.
Fuck yeah, he's paced.
Do I still need to roll to hit, or
Oh my
does it
God.
just
No,
roll damage?
automatic.
No,
Crit.
it's automatic.
Paralyzed.
Roll for damage.
Does Jonathan see this, by the way?
Jonathan sees. He's like, and he kind of moves back.
And you know what?
That.
We're
Sure.
gonna throw a couple of fires in those there too.
Okay.
Oh, jeez. Oh, my God.
Do it.
Do it.
No, that's
Awful.
3,
Good ones.
4, 8 plus 11 is 19 plus 16 is 29 plus.
Crit.
Sorry. So this is all crit damage.
Yes.
So
Okay.
Yeah.
it's 18, 32. Thank you. Plus
No, 36. If you're
No,
double.
well, yeah, plus that is
18 plus
36.
30. Yeah, sorry. So 36 plus 16 is 52 points of damage.
Okay. As this happens, you just 4 times, right?
Yep.
And then 2 of them with flames.
Yep.
Just impulses into this thing as the coin still sits unmoving. Every time you hit it, more of this kind of skin peels back. And then you hit and you watch as almost like a small, like, tears start to pull out of the paralyzed eyes. And laying on the ground, you see this creature.
Fucking, I know what that
Text it to me.
It's alive.
Give me a
Yeah, can we-
medicine check.
is. Who can anyone
So-
identify it?
I would say
I want to take a look.
Be good for me. 15.
You can try to identify it. Go
Sure.
to 15.
Yeah.
What is it?
You're not sure. Did you see the picture of it, PG? I'm gonna send you a picture.
No, it was just a flash screen.
What am
Well,
I?
let me send this
What
to
am
you.
I
That
checking?
fucking picture,
This?
damn it.
No.
Sorry, give me a
I
second.
was scared that you're gonna just toss it.
What am I rolling?
You would be giving me.
A wiener check.
Wiener check.
So I can't tell if it's alive or dead.
Wiener.
You can't tell.
Cool.
You would be giving me a history.
Acrobatics.
Give me a history check.
I just opened that.
History.
Yeah.
I'm gonna after that. I'm going
Yeah,
with it.
21.
21.
I'm just gonna kneel on its chest.
Okay.
Better than
Yeah,
I
that's
thought.
it.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Yay!
For the viewers, you know, the whole
Yep.
So you see as it's
Yeah?
laying there unmoving,
Just don't show them the picture
small
above
tears
it.
rolling
Yeah.
down his eyes. You don't necessarily know what it is, but you have heard of creatures or people that can sometimes willingly change their appearance, but you don't know what it is.
Okay.
You're assuming at this point.
Everyone out of the room, like to the refugees and stuff. Like everyone needs
And
to
they
back
all,
up.
At this point, when
Back
this
up.
happened, most people
Everyone
are
back up.
screaming, like,
Yeah.
As they move back, as this thing just lays unmoving on the ground.
Putting most of my 450 pounds on its chest.
That's fine. And you can hear.
Yannick,
No.
is it dead?
I don't know. It looks like it could be. I'm not really familiar with its physiology.
Go ahead, Edwin.
I'm gonna take 2 more coins and put them on each wrist.
Okay. And that same thing just kind of, and you watch the smoke kind of rise off it. It just lays unmoving.
I'm still
I'm
upstairs.
gonna ask you
Yeah.
to step
You're
off.
hearing people scream from
It's
downstairs.
okay, we're
just
all
like,
here.
what the
Please.
fuck is going on?
And you
Get
felt the impacts of something.
everyone.
Yeah.
Barbarossa, come down here. Krugen.
Not everyone. We still need somebody up there to watch them.
That's fine. I'll take their place. We just need to see if anybody can identify what this is.
Okay.
All right.
I'll take it. I'll take their
I'll-
place
I'll walk
and
down.
attempt to steer a ship.
I guess
It's
if
on
they call me
Chris
down, I'll
control.
go down also.
Krugen control.
I'll go. So now that I see this thing, I guess I'll do. Would that be?
Do any of us
medicine
need
check?
to do checks?
No, medicine to see if it's
So what are
alive.
you
Make an
trying to see?
intelligence check.
What this
Okay.
is?
He already did a check.
So none of us need to. None of us know what it is.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay. Well.
Nobody really knows.
Okay. Well, then I'll just say what you said that it could be some sort of a shape changer, right? Is that what
That's
I
about
gleaned
what
from
you've
it?
heard of
Okay.
some of creatures that can change shape, but you don't know whether this is a spell or
Um,
what this. You have no idea.
in that case, I guess I'll go to Jonathan and say, when did Abraham join your group?
Nobody knows.
What?
No, yeah, we just said no.
We don't all get individual
No.
checks.
So it was a quick, like, I mean,
It's like
if-
some sort of shape changer.
Okay, so we don't know what it is. It's okay. We've never come across it before.
No.
in books?
I won't make everybody make individual. I'll just say 1,000 in general.
Okay.
Does anybody
Jonathan
have?
kind of thinks he's like, Abraham was one of the first. First it was me and Mina, and then we discovered the twins, and then we found Abraham.
I don't think he's Abraham anymore.
He's like, clearly. He kind of puts his hands up.
Can you detect evil?
I don't think so.
I don't think it's Abraham anymore.
But
If not, then
is it breathing?
Can I detect evil with my
Is
cleric?
You should have if you have the spell, you can. If you have it loaded.
does it appear to be breathing at all?
it's as easy as trying to pick up a turd from both
Is there
from
any
the clean end.
sign of life coming from this
Dolphin
game?
smooth.
With all of your impact on the chest and everything, you don't feel any movement of breathing.
Hey Yannick, what do you think about throwing it overboard?
I mean, I'm fine with it. Greek thinks we should revive it.
I think
What?
we should revive it.
I mean, we're running out of time quickly, but I can probably fix this.
Why?
I was kind of
I'm gonna
saving
just
it.
go
Would
up
we
and do,
revive it?
We
heal.
can get some information.
Some answers.
Yeah. It.
And we
I'd rather just
between
kill
all of us, we
Greek
can
Yeah.
kill it again.
alive.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go up because I don't know if it's breathing or not. I'm just gonna go up and try to heal it.
Oh, jeez.
I'm not on it anymore. She told me to get off a long time
Okay,
ago.
Yeah.
at this point, my sword's already on fire, so.
So you're gonna light on fire inside the ship?
Fire already.
Okay.
You guys brought me down
So he's gonna light the ship on fire from the inside.
from the inside.
Oh no.
Says the guy who climbed
Oh,
the
wait,
mast
that's
as a
not-
450-pound robot.
Definitely have a life.
Not a construct.
No, says the 450-pound robot.
Robot.
You're
Yeah,
still a robot.
How much?
It's
Yeah, it's
racist.
still on.
It's robotist.
We don't like it.
Robust.
What level are you casting it at?
17th level.
Fuck off.
No, like level.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I
13.
know spells.
Okay.
What are you doing? You're healing
So you
it?
go over and
From fucking
you guys
reason?
kind of see that green glow and those kind of like fall leaves start to kind of blow out of her hand. And this thing, you watch it slowly go.
Did it open its eyes?
Its eyes were open the whole time.
Okay, I just want to say Abraham. It's okay.
And it's staying in this kind of gray.
Is everybody else back?
So everybody's back
Okay.
except for Jonathan, who's kind of looking towards the.
I'm going to grab Jonathan and pull him
Did
back.
you go upstairs? Because
Huh?
you guys called everybody downstairs.
Yeah.
You said you were trading spaces with them. So are you
Okay.
back upstairs?
Well, I was doing that with the intent of people coming down to identify him, but if we...
Right.
Like, Krugen to take a look, but
I came downstairs, so
if I need to stay
So
up,
who's all
that's fine.
downstairs?
I am.
But
Roll. Saskia, Edwin. Saskia, you're downstairs. You just cast thing. Are you downstairs or upstairs?
well, I
Doesn't
would
matter, just pick.
probably want it's downstairs.
Okay.
You know.
So everybody's downstairs except for half of their crew is upstairs.
Yeah, that's fine, Krugen.
And Farashi.
Yeah.
Wait, is she still?
Oh no, Farashi came down because you went and grabbed Farashi.
No, I didn't remember.
No, you did. That's right.
But
Because
at
I
some point,
wouldn't have.
Wouldn't she have heard all this commotion?
Yeah, but she's still sick,
she's
right?
fresh now.
She's probably.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
fine. So, it's okay. We're sorry. We just got very scared of whatever you are, as we've never seen you before.
You're weedy shit, man.
Are you? Can you tell us what you are?
I have no name.
You're not Abraham?
Abraham is a face I wore.
It's creepy as shit.
Are you?
And the breathing is deep and sharp from the impact of.
Yep.
Even though you kind of brought it back, it's still kind of slowly.
Are
going, and
you?
you're watching just streams of tears or liquid roll down.
Aww.
Are you?
What?
It's a human
Saskia,
emotion.
let it go.
Are you here to harm anyone of us?
I just wish to live a peaceful life.
Did you
Insight.
Be normal.
Abraham?
What is peaceful to you?
scared of this.
17.
Why the disguise?
Scared. What you're getting off, it's terrified. It seems more terrified than most of the people on the ship.
What was your question?
What was that, everyone? Sorry.
Because you just...
Why the disguise? Why not being truthful with us? I understand that you're different, but so am I.
Imagine being born to this, not having a choice, and the world around you shutting you. And it's mostly keeping eye contact with Saskia. Imagine, as a youngling, being told that to live a life like everyone else, you have to drink the blood from a wound caused by your own hands. I did what I did by necessity. Surely you must understand. And he looks over it looks over to Jonathan as it does this and says, "You invaded my home. I even made warnings to ward you off, and you did not heed. The horned creature saw me and attacked first." It just continues to breathe.
Does anyone have a healing potion?
I'm gonna nudge Jonathan
You know,
and be like, you might have some explaining to do.
Jonathan pulls out the dagger and is staring at the creature, and you can see his hands kind of trembling.
I'm gonna
I mean,
hold his hand and say, you've got some explaining to do.
Give me a persuasion check.
I'm going to talk to the creature.
You're gonna what?
Talk to the creature.
much better.
Does it seem like the creature is stable?
Nice.
At least.
It's just laying there, kind of looking up.
But it's not like about to die.
No, but it's pretty fucked up.
Okay,
Like, its
then
chest
that's
has been like caved in.
Fine.
What's that, Bedouin? Go ahead, I heard you. 19.
I'll give him a healing potion.
Okay.
I can
so-
just heal.
Mate, I mean,
Okay.
I wasn't even born and people don't like to look at me, but, you know, just kind of accept your differences. I don't think drinking people's blood is the right way to go.
Says the guy who just like punched him
It's
almost to death.
The only
Looks
way
creepy as shit.
I can look like everyone else. At this point, Edwin comes over and feeds a drink. You had a 19 for which were we checking? I'm sorry.
For Jonathan's persuasion check.
Oh, persuasion check. Jonathan just kind of looks at you, just slowly puts the dagger that you gave him back into the side of his belt. It killed everyone.
We'll figure that
It
out.
killed Abraham, clearly.
We'll figure that
I
out.
mean, it said that it only had to drink from the blood of a wound, not that it had to drink its lifeblood.
Blood of a
So-
wound that it inflicted.
Yeah, but it's not a lifeblood type of thing. It's just blood. Still creepy as shit, mate.
I wanna
But,
I wanna ask the creature, why did you make up the story about the 14th person going missing in the green blood?
To keep myself concealed, I assumed if I lied and you believed it, it would keep everyone safe. Hence the ruse of the green blood.
To what end for you?
A normal life.
You would want to live amongst the refugees?
They would take me as far as I could go, and I would blend in to whatever society we found.
But you weren't even blending in with this group. You were causing turmoil and upheaval. You were the sore thumb of the group.
I played the part
Of a threat.
of the man that I took control over his look and his attitude.
And then at that point, I'll grab Jonathan's arm because I'm sure he'll be knowing that.
Go ahead, Edwin.
He healed for 5 points.
Okay, good.
Woo!
You heal this, you can kind of hear like back, and deep breathing isn't as hard anymore, and it more kind of like sits up now, and as you can see, it's much larger than Abraham, and it's just sitting with its hands on the ground, its legs crossed.
Would you say I took the coins off him first before you did that?
I would assume, yeah, I guess if you wanted to, we could kind of, and it still has like this perfect kind of 1 millimeter hole size of a coin on its hands and its forehead. It's still kind of embedded, but it's not burning as much. So what now? Did you know my lies? Oh, it's not reading, sorry.
Well, we ask that you be truthful with us.
Jonathan calls out, he goes, I will not ride and be on this boat with someone who killed.
Well, mate, you're welcome to get off.
We've got a boat for you.
I don't think that this creature is killing to be vengeful. I think it's just trying to disguise itself to live amongst everyone.
Are you talking to Jonathan?
Uh-huh.
I agree.
To the creature.
Still a threat.
I mean, mate, did
It's
you
still a
actually
threat.
kill
Give him
it?
the
So
boat.
is Jonathan.
There's two
So
conversations.
is everyone.
No, you two go.
Oh, okay. Give him the boat.
The creature?
Yep. Let him go to his people or whatever he's going to do. He's a threat to us. He's killed and taken over someone, even if they were a shitty person.
And
If that's his need,
as you guys
he
are
might do it
Jonathan
again.
interjects, he goes, I know it is not my place at all. He stays on this ship. I take my people with me.
Yeah. And that would be the other thing. How would we convince 17 people, refugees and this group, that he's to be trusted when he... No, but I mean amongst our party and Krugen too, that he's to be trusted when his entire existence up to this point has been a lie.
But he's been with them that whole time.
Yeah.
And he hasn't harmed them. He hasn't harmed us.
Killed one of them and took them over. We don't know under what circumstances,
One
but...
question, really quickly. Like, did you actually kill Ibrahim?
Yes.
Oh man, he's got to go.
Yeah!
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry, mate. You drink his blood and you kill him, then nah.
2 votes. I
You
mean,
drink his blood, I'm alright.
Saskia, I get it, but...
How do you choose who you take over?
I don't. I was living peacefully, alone, on that ship. They came to me. You must understand.
Sweet. So he can fend for himself then.
It has been years
Wait,
since any interaction with anyone or anything. You don't understand how it is to live like this.
That's
It
right.
hurts. My opportunity came when they invaded me. I never sought to harm anyone, ever. But the lust washed over me. The chance for normalcy washed over me.
And that is a risk I don't want on this boat.
So what do you seek now?
An end.
We can get that.
I can help with that, mate.
And then
Yes. Just let me know. I can leave.
What
I can stay.
What are you?
What are you?
We're known as doppelgangers.
Are you-
Creatures born with hate, bred to blend in and be disguised. Collapse entire civilizations from the shadows. I did not want to live that life.
Looking for my...
I saw children playing as a child, and I wanted that life for myself. We do not name ourselves.
would you like the name?
Human flaw.
Oh, okay.
You want to be normal, So, normal to you, which is mirroring what we do, people have names. What can we call you?
You may call me Abraham. And
I don't
Jonathan
know.
at that point
I don't think that's gonna go over very well.
kind of gets that kind of like, oh,
Yeah.
you motherfucker, kind of look.
I want to. At this point, I want to go to Farashi.
Okay.
She's a shape changer. We just met a shape changer. I want to
Rashi,
consult with her.
As you kind of call her down.
Why? Or I'll go to her. I know she's sick.
She's starting to get up. She
Yes.
comes down and she follows down and she's like, what?
But wait, before we get close, I want to sort of let her know, and I want to ask her, not in the presence of the doppelganger, about them, if she's familiar.
In our tribe, we've heard of the doppelgangers. They're mostly murderous people who hide within society. They are very much akin to the werewolf in the fact that bloodlust can rush over them. I have never met one, but they do fall into the same category as us. How did you discover this?
He was disguised as one of the. Well, you've been asleep for a while. We found.
Last she comes out, she's
We
got
found
all
some
these people.
refugees out to sea. Blah blah blah. He was disguised as one of them. He killed one and took over their body. We don't know what the circumstances are, but in my mind and in many of the party's eyes, that's a threat. But
What do you propose we do?
we'd like your insight as at least someone that is more close akin to the creature as any of us are, in that, you can change your forms. Maybe you can get some insight in its presence.
She kind of walks over to the creature and it's just kind of just stares up at her. And still there's those tears just pouring from these yellow eyes as it just kind of looks up. She walks over, she's like, you poor thing. And she kind of puts her hand and kind of rubs it and just kind of puts its head down and she walks over, she's like, clearly the creature is scared. Clearly everybody else is scared. The situation is terrible. While I am no tactician, I am familiar with the way he feels of being an outcast. I do not feel what he did out of anger. I do not sense that the creature is evil by any means. If you say what he says is true, he did what he did out of necessity, to survive. We've all done terrible things to survive.
So you're semi-familiar with these creatures?
We've heard of.
How likely do you think it might be for one of them to turn on us if we were to grant it its life?
They're very intelligent creatures. They think for themselves. It depends on the person and the soul themselves.
I guess another way to put it is...
it's just like asking if I were to turn on you, or your captain, or your robot friend.
I'm not a robot,
Or
mate.
construct friend.
There you go. I'm going to turn to the creature again and go, alright, mate. So your life is in our hands, and well, basically we can kill you at any point, as I've demonstrated. You turn on us, and I will turn you into purple jelly. Agreed?
As he does this, I turn into a purple slime. Or a green slime.
You already used it for the day.
I use it 3 times.
Is it 3 times?
Yeah.
Okay.
So purple slime.
So as you do this, give me a intimidation with advantage based on Barbarossa's perfectly timed slime transfer.
And can I sort of make sure that I'm talking to Farashi near Jonathan? I want to make sure that he hears what she has to say.
You guys, I mean,
Okay.
it's fairly...
I just want to make sure the 3 of us are...
20 plus 4.
Fuck yeah.
Times 4.
So it just looks over at you and just slowly nods.
I mean 80.
You just smile at him and go, huh?
Well, here. I surrender.
Aw,
That's
mate.
Rashi. I surrender.
And you're alright, and I slap him on the back.
And you guys.
Jonathan, I'm sure this is a good idea.
No. But
Keep the creature away
Listen,
from everyone.
listen. I'm not sure of anything. None of us really are. We're going sort of on a whim here, but I'm not. Aside from vengeance, what benefit will you get from killing this creature? And
mean it.
Sparing it might do a modicum of good in the eyes of their group.
As they're saying this, Mina walks up and she's like, listen to her, Jonathan. Imagine what something like this could do for everybody. If we could tame this creature. And he kind of shrugs her off, and Sorth, the female dragonborn, comes over and puts her hand on Jonathan's shoulder, and she says, the human's right, Jonathan. We did invade wherever this creature lived. We would have done the same. I am not saying that what it did was right. But be glad it was not Mina or the St. Drakes that it killed. Jonathan still just kind of shakes his head. He's like, fine. If it kills you, it's on all of you. And I warned you. Walks upstairs.
I'm gonna take a sheet to the creature and wrap it around it.
Okay, just kind of holds it around. And the Thrush says, I will watch the creature if that makes you feel better.
Are you feeling all right?
She's like, a little sick. Kind of burps.
Okay.
But the drink she gave me earlier did help a little, I thank you.
Oh, good.
I'm going to, once everyone's cleared out, but I'm just going to be sitting outside that door all night long.
Okay.
I'm going to put Greg to bed first.
What was the doppelganger's name?
Doppelganger had no
Abraham.
name.
Oh.
It said you can call it Abraham.
Let's. I want to ask if we can call him a different name.
Yes.
Is there a name
Absolutely.
that you really like that you've heard before?
Do not have names.
I know, but have you heard a name before that sounded appealing?
Madeir.
Zool. Apparently.
Zool! Long finger. No, I'm just kidding.
Are you a god?
I'm your god.
Well, she has a god with her.
It is not up to me. If you wish to identify me, that is on you.
Will you be okay with what we identify you as?
If it makes it easier for you.
Oh no.
Okay.
Snowflake.
Snowflake.
Snowy.
Snowy.
How about Bob?
Gunther.
I'm gonna name you. I'm gonna just name you Moonlight.
Cletus.
Light.
Moonlight.
Okay.
Oh, it's so hippie druidic.
Craig. Can we name him
Because
Craig?
he's
You knew, Craig.
super dark,
Craig.
and we found him under the moonlight.
Craig.
Craig.
And he goes, Moonlight. You can
Craig
call
and
me."
Greg.
Craig and Greg.
Okay, so I want you to understand the
This is
situation
Craig.
that we're
This is
in
Craig.
and
Krieg and
Krieg and
how
Krieg. Me Krieg.
the party you were with
Craig and Greg.
feels. I just kind of want to explain that. And if you feel any desire of lust to
Lust.
take over any one of
Harm
the party
anyone.
here, you need to speak up.
Further point. Do you have these compulsions? Is this something that you need to feed?
Give me a persuasion check.
Persuasion?
How's
Yeah.
that persuasion?
Not really
He's trying to
persuasion.
garner, persuade information.
Yeah, I'm trying to get
No.
info.
Not
about
persuade him to
someone.
stab somebody, he's just trying to gain
No, I guess that's
information.
about. I guess that's right.
16.
The lust
At
is
this
not
point,
a thing for us. It was a random moment that I saw an opportunity to live a normal life, and I took it.
Do you want to take my shades with you?
Do you? Can you give us your word
See
that
if I can stay here because I work tomorrow.
you will not do this? At
As
least
you're
in the
living
presence.
normally for the moment right now.
Yeah, we've given you your life.
For now.
We can't assume that you'll be this way for the remainder of your time away from us, but while you're with us, we need your word that you will not turn on anybody.
It sits for a moment. That's gone.
I thought I already scared the shit out of it.
Yeah, you did scare the shit out of the natural 20. I have my word.
+4.
While I'm on your
Don't
ship.
forget about the
I've got an insight check.
It's a good insight. Rules.
16.
Welcome.
I mean, it's hard being featureless to tell.
Right. That's true. That's true.
Very, it's not
Yeah,
gonna
no
be much
expressions
of it.
really.
But I
Okay.
mean, between the reaction it had with Yennik's scare tactics, you get the idea.
What sort of sustenance do you require?
Water.
I make water.
Food, sleep,
Rosa.
I can do it.
just water?
Actually,
You can just
Drowns.
You don't need food?
shoot water.
I pee
I
on
can last for months with little food
Oh, wow.
Do you sleep?
and little sleep.
it. Kill.
Oh, Kelly.
Okay.
I have Kelly him.
So,
Share some
Barbaros
water
is going to
for
R.
one
Kelly
thing.
him.
okay, you're gonna
You gonna pee on him?
Wow.
it.
Yeah.
So,
I'd also like to ask about the horned creature that it mentioned.
Speaking of work.
I'm gonna ask
Um,
can
you mentioned
take
that
on
and,
all attributes of what?
Speaking of R. Kelly.
Storth leans in. She's like,
Oh.
she's talking about Lonold.
Lonold?
Lonold. Lonold traveled.
Lonold McQuaid?
Lonold. Lonold was
Speaking of
friends
R.
with
Kelly.
Fallival. They were both
Speaking of R.
bandits and
Kelly.
murderers. If this thing took care of Lonold on that ship, I promise you, we're okay.
Lonold was not a good companion.
Some
Is that
Marvel
Was the least trustworthy.
Oh, okay.
When we came back without Lonold, no one shed a tear,
Okay.
not even Fallival.
That was a companion of Falavel.
Fallival.
So is Falavel gonna hold a grudge against that?
She just said that not even she shed a
Oh,
tear.
okay. Sorry, I missed that. Okay. What?
Another stupid fucking picture.
Oh.
Anyway,
Anyway, whatever.
Sorry, we're talking about R. Kelly.
We're gaming here.
Yep.
Okay. Do you feel comfortable coming with me to talk to Jonathan?
Yeah.
Just so we can ease his mind as well.
Try.
So, as you guys leave Farashi down to watch over,
And Yannick.
and Yennik to watch over this doppelganger who you've named Moonlight.
Creep.
He'll forever be Craig for the rest of this.
The rest of the crew, you guys, those of you who sleep again, and those of you who rest, meditate, most of the crews have decided to lay up on the top deck from the refugees. Do not want to be down near this doppelganger. You guys sleep through the rest of the night, taking turns, checking in and making sure everything goes well. And you set off south at a brisk speed, ahead of schedule, to the Cloakwood. And that's where we're going to leave tonight.
Yeah.
Dope.
Nice.
We seem to be befriending creatures.
That's good.
Like I was just thinking about the Coco, you know, and even the whole fire giant thing, and the old lady that I killed.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You killed the old lady too.
Yeah.
Way to bring it up, man.